You restarting the SoundCloud stuff and
Yeah, I'm
everything?
restarting everything.
All right, cool.
Hey, tell him you got this.
Nah, I just wanted to know where to start from.
All right, we back in the
Nah,
building.
fuck
It's
with
your
it.
boy D Fred, Absolutely Unsure Podcast. I got my boys with me.
Boy, B Neil.
All right, it's your boy Zod.
All right, we back in the building for, we got to hop back into the stores. But like I said, because it's for the audio part, if you watch the live stream again, appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Absolutely Unsure Podcast. I think last one we got over 500 out. I would say 500,000. 500 listens on the audio version and like I think 100 something on the video. So appreciate y'all for watching, listening, doing all that. What else we got? That's it? That's all? Get back into good things. So Bryce was telling a story about how he's overcoming, resilience, patience. He almost got into a fight with one employee, two customers. He told the story of one customer. I think you got to finish the second customer.
Brother, the second customer more like, I think one of our team members kind of got him mad, but once he was mad, he wasn't trying to hear shit. But I was like, I came around the corner, he yelling and shit. I'm like, bro, what? I ain't even coming at him crazy. I was like, excuse me, sir, how can I help you? I'm trying to figure out why he mad, because I have no idea. This nigga irate. He's like, nigga, you a bitch ass nigga too. I was like, damn, what the fuck? Like, I've been peeping you. And later on, it come to find out.
What you even peeping you?
But I was
Even
so
watching.
fucking confused because the nigga was drunk. So he wasn't really getting his points across, but supposedly the bartender, like, that's her regular. And he had asked her earlier why I keep looking out like through the bar area. But I'm looking at the bar to see who at the door and shit like that, or see if anybody at the door. So he think I'm checking on her or something. I don't know what the fuck was going on in his head. But he was like, he thought I was being extra already or some shit. But I ended up trying to kick this nigga out because he like, yeah, you a bitch ass nigga too. He went to like, he was like, you don't run shit. She the real person that run shit. I was like, okay, nigga, she get salary. I don't care. Like, what are you talking about? Like, but to the cook nigga, all right.
No, hold on. Pause.
All right.
One of your team members called him a pedophile?
Yeah, because he was fucking with it. Okay, so supposedly he had got into it with the host.
Uh-huh.
The host called her mama up
yeah.
and was like threatening the nigga and shit. Like, I'm gonna stab you or shoot you or some shit. We had no fucking idea about it. Like, I had no idea. I was at work that day. I didn't hear about that shit. So supposedly he come back to the Chili's the next day, and we like, maybe she feel offended, like, why he come back to this Chili's and shit after that already happened. So we thinking she kind of got in her feelings. She gassed she gassed one of the coworkers up and was like, hey, he keep looking at me and stuff like that. We check on the camera. It really ain't no proof of that shit like that. And he went up to him. You see him talking for like 30 seconds, bro. The dude stood up. And after that, it was chaotic. It wasn't no going back. We had a little six top of white people and their children. I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all. Excuses. Bro, every time one of the niggas was going off, every time I looked to the first table, it was like the whitest, nicest couple just sitting there like,
see,
what the fuck?
Never mind, let me shut the hell up.
Nah, go ahead and say it.
Hey, we gotta start filming everybody with their bullshit. We gotta put it all on the table. Everybody's crazy. I know the Karen thing. They be looking extra crazy. They go extra wild.
All these dudes was like right.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. If someone just out the blue just called me a pedophile, I don't know why the hell he called me a pedophile. I'm gonna be a little bit, perturbed as well. Like, why the hell you got me? What the fuck? Because that's like a strong. Nobody wants to be a pedophile. Nobody wants that on their name.
I ain't call him a pedophile. I didn't know the nigga.
Hey, once.
Nah, look, you ain't have to say nothing. He been peeping you.
Yeah, he been peeping you already. Once one of your people say something to me like that, y'all all are ops. I think y'all all plotting on me. I don't know if I'm on one of these shows. Y'all trying to get me caught up. Everybody who work here is an op from that point, especially when you bring your manager ass out there trying to, what's going on here? Get your motherfucking ass back to back. You've already been watching me, motherfucker. You know what's going on.
You sent the nigga.
You the reason nigga out here.
So the third thing, this happened yesterday. Everybody up in my face, like damn near, like if we really want the box, if they really want to do it, we would we right here with it. Like, this nigga, he had made some triple dippers. That's like the little sampler tray. Y'all been to Chili's. Y'all know what the fuck a triple dipper is.
We know what's up with that one.
Every fucking thing on that hoe was cold. Everything. everything. So I'm like, God damn. Usually I'd be like, man, this customer lying. But I'm like, bro, we be having some problems with cold food when niggas not redropping shit like the way they supposed to. So I just believe them. I touch everything on the plate to see if they lying. They are not lying. Everything dead ass cold and dead. I re-ring all that shit in. I tell him, I like, hey man, you're gonna have to remake them. He was like, I guess he ain't really processed what happened. Like 10 seconds later, he said, I gotta remake all these. I'm like, man, why this shit always happen on your shift?
He trying to blame you. Like, God damn.
All I did was shrug my shoulders. He was like, what the fuck you shrug your shoulders for? I'm like, bro, I don't know. I'm like, are you gonna make it? He was like, man, you gonna have to take that up with your boss. I'm like, are you gonna make this shit or not? And we just started going higher. He was like,
ain't you the boss?
Yeah, but obviously I'm like, I'm not the GM or I'm not a salary manager. I'm like the lowest manager.
But is you that motherfucking manager?
Yeah, I could have sent him home.
Did you say, yeah, bitch, I'm the boss. Make the fucking.
No, I told him, I'm like, bro.
This is what you should have said. Hey, make the triple dipper or dip your ass the fuck up out of here. How about that? That's what you should have told this motherfucking ass.
Bro, this nigga was foaming at the mouth.
Well, then he shouldn't be back there cooking.
Oh, yeah, he just don't like Bryce. He just ain't want to listen.
No cap. I talked to my dude, the one of the dudes I'm kind of cool with in the cooks and shit. He was like, bro, them niggas got tattoos, been in jail and shit. They gonna look at you like you a square or some shit like that. And they ain't gonna try. They not trying to listen to somebody younger than them and all that other shit. Cause he was like, bro, I can tell you ain't been in the kitchen before. I'm like, bro, I've been cooking for 3 years.
Big man. What the, like? I hear people say dumb shit. I can tell you ain't been in the kitchen. Oh, fuck.
Bro, that's what I did to him. He was like, you a bitch, cause he said I called him a bitch. I'm like, bro, I didn't call you a bitch. I called you emotional. He was like, see, he called me a bitch.
See, he don't know words. Oh. That's his fault. He don't know words.
So he started calling me a bitch ass nigga. He's like, yeah, bitch ass nigga on blue side, west side crib. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It was just like
he started gang banging in the kitchen.
Gang banging in the kitchen. All I could do was just be like, bro, are you gonna do your shit or not? He was like, you gotta ask the GM. I was like, all right, bet. She was like, you can send him home. I was like,
I gotta ask the GM if you gonna do your job.
Yeah, that's why they treat them like that. Oh, I know you gotta go ask your boss, nigga.
I really did. I could have sent them home, but he wanted to be more difficult. I'm like, bro, you playing games, bro. I told you to go home already. I really don't have to ask her for shit. Like, I don't. But just to prove to you, so to make you feel better.
Fire people?
No, I can't fire nobody, but I can send them home for sure.
That's why they don't respect you. Once they give all the managers, once they give you the firing power, that's when you got the power. Like, if the person walk in, that's like you know, we used to work at like T Mallows and shit, be like the sub manager, like you get the. But if it's like if you see Keith walking around, he can fire me, get my ass to work. They need to give you the firing power. That's when motherfuckers gonna get in line.
Yeah, I mean, I could get people fired. I just had to talk to the managers about it. But honestly, I even wasn't even trying. I like, bro, I'm not even trying to send you home. I just trying to figure out you gonna do your job or not. After all that cussing and shit, I still didn't give a fuck. I'm like, bro, you gonna remake the shit or not? And that was the end of it. Eventually, he was saying he was doing it without saying he was doing it. It was like he felt like he was a bitch by saying I'm gonna make it. He started pointing at the shit. He started gesturing like, "What you think I'm gonna do?" I'm like, nigga, I don't know. Like,
you wait for their triple dipper, nigga. Get your ass to work. That's what the fuck we waiting on. Man, the life of a boss, man. That's how. See, look, once you rise in ranks, you see what other people got to deal with. You see the bullshit they got to, go through dealing with, the employees.
Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit, man.
All right.
What you got, Rob? You got any good things? It's been 2 weeks.
Man, business been going well. Been putting some structure in place, so shit be getting a little smoother and easier. But all in all, shit, things is looking up.
How did that thing go? Did y'all do the workout? No. Oh, okay.
We had to reschedule to be announced.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Bet. What good things I got? Life's good. Go sit down. Life's good. Everything's been, rolling smoothly. I went to lunch with my boy Blake, man. That was a good.
What the fuck was the invite at?
It was just two brothers just trying to catch up. That's all it was.
Nah, we wasn't invited. We wasn't invited, Bryce.
Just going on a little lunch, go to a little Guana Joe's, meet up, kick it.
It wasn't for the All Black friends.
Yeah, not everybody. Just you half white. We rest roll together, dog. Don't bring everybody. But no, we went to I never been to Guana Joe's. We went to Guana Joe's. That was it.
Really?
It was like on his lunch break, so. But it was like down there on the east side.
Nah, Guana Joe's cool.
It wasn't that good though. It's like a
Tex-Mex, right?
It's like a low budget, like Los Cucos or like Papacito type shit.
Yeah, pretty. It ain't nothing special.
Yeah. But that's good to reconnect with friends. It's just a good
right.
Going out, just kicking it, talking about life. It's a good thing. Hey, y'all going to the shit? Get out of my face. Y'all going to the 10-year reunion thing?
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
I plan on going.
It's gonna be next year, 2022 summertime.
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Some people say, fuck it, I don't want to go. But, I don't know. I just threw that out there because we were talking about friends. But we do got a lot of shit to get into. We do got a lot of shit to talk about. Where you want to go first? You want to go to Simone Biles route first? Or do you want to eat your words? Do you want to eat your fucking words first?
We can eat my words. We can go there first. You
going to eat your words. We ain't going to eat them.
First of all, Laker Nation, and they ain't gonna never get another chip again.
Yeah, okay. Russell Westbrook to the Lakers. We in this bitch.
Yes, sir. Laker Nation. Ain't never been a Laker fan, but till now. LA, what's up?
I gotta see how that Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, and I gotta see how that's gonna really mesh together.
Pick and roll city. Pick and roll city. Pick and roll you niggas to death.
We'll see. But back to fuck that. You trying to deflect. Come on. Jaylen Brown, Jason, all these people. He's gotta play. He barely makes out the first round. Now he's a big dog, big championship.
Why nigga had drop 50 in the finals?
In the final game, drop 50 to eliminate the Suns.
What I will say, I was saying how Giannis could be better, and I was getting caught up in that instead of just respecting what he had now. I could also say I ain't really watching that much.
Okay, so you're talking that your ass.
I guess I was more of a hater of the Bucks than I was Giannis. Because Giannis.
Oh, no. I ain't no hating on the Bucks.
I got caught up. Because the Bucks always fall short. The Bucks always fall short, bro.
You just hating on Giannis.
No, I was. I was hating on Giannis. But now I see it really wasn't him because he been dropping 30, 40 points a game. But I felt like he couldn't come up clutch and shit like that. But honestly, that's what Middleton was there for. That's why they brought Holiday and shit like that to be more of a facilitator. Because I was like, Giannis probably need to pass a little bit more and shit like that. I was saying got to kind of switch up the game. But shit, Giannis, bro, I was looking at him kind of be like a KD, but nigga really more like Shaq. And I never really kind of got the comparison because I guess he ran more. But that nigga dominant as post.
That dominant force. It's like you can't even do nothing about it.
That shit crazy. He like Zion, but younger. I mean, but taller. So I give it to him.
You mean Zion or Shaq?
Like Zion, like how niggas can't stop him going to the basket. Like almost every move he do is green for him. And that's what I noticed for Giannis. I'm like, God damn, this nigga he gonna get to the basket, bro. And then his work ethic, his hustle. I was like, that's a lot to respect in him. So I had to give him his props. He definitely. As of now, of course, the nigga better than Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. I put him right there with Luka. He better than Luka, obviously, legacy-wise. Like, nigga got MVP.
Yeah, you just disrespectful, bro. Yeah, you just disrespectful.
That's a little disrespect.
That's all it is. You just disrespectful as hell. This man's a 2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, All NBA first team, and he just barely better than Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was giving him that. I wasn't gonna give him that because I mean, bro, it was in the East. I wasn't really feeling the MVPs. I feel like Harden could have won one, and they gave him another one just because, like, they didn't want to give it to LeBron that 1 year. So I was like, I don't know.
He was more dominant. He was more dominant on both ends, bro. Both ends.
I agree with you now. But I was still sleeping on them, and even then, I still feel like maybe they're better basketball players, but. And sometimes, shit, if you can just dribble once and put it up in the motherfucking rim a bunch of times, it don't matter if niggas can shoot three. It don't matter if niggas can shoot 50.
It don't matter if he, not Curry, because Curry's better than him, but he shot 225, whatever the hell, I don't even know the numbers. He shot 4 threes in a row. I don't give a fuck. You got 12 points, bitch. This nigga got 50.
That's the difference for me. He can't do everything.
Oh, ducks and layups.
Yeah.
And my biggest thing, bro, he used to do like a clutch, like, or he even still do, like, when you see him, he'll bag up when they crash the paint. He just put his shoulder down and go. It just looked trash a lot of times, but it's like, well, shit.
If
it works.
Shit. If you 6'11", big like that, it's like.
But I will also say this. I'm not gonna take away from his legacy because you play who in front of you. But this was the easiest route for the West and the East to the playoffs in a few years. For the Suns to make the finals, for the Bucks to make the finals, it was a lot of injuries and a lot of shit that went in place. That's like that every year, so I give it to him. But we being real, bro, if the Lakers was healthy, if the Bucks was healthy, if the Nets was healthy.
I ain't gonna lie, as a team overall, the Bucks might be able to beat the Lakers. This is a team thing, because like I always think about the Spurs. You look at the Spurs, like look at these fucking and then they're a great team. Lakers got great players, obviously LeBron and AD, but like just an overall team aspect, like I don't know.
I agree, but then if you look at the Suns, LeBron not doing what Chris Paul did when he there some games and not the other. LeBron in the finals 30, 40 points every game. AD gonna be at least 20 points and 15, 10 rebounds.
Yeah,
versus like what the Suns, Devin Booker and what's the name was falling off at some points. Yeah. So that's how I kind of look at the difference. Like, yeah, they're a good team, but the Lakers, they stars are just unless LeBron washed, which I don't think so yet. So we'll see. I'm seeing LeBron now.
I ain't gonna lie. Next year, the Warriors gonna be a problem next year. I feel like they get maybe.
You think so?
They get one more piece, like just something like solidify. Like I see they was trying to get Ben Simmons. They offered like all this shit. No, the Sixers wanted like Wiggins and this person that and Wiseman and all these picks and shit like that for Ben Simmons. Like they get like another Iguodala type person maybe over there, because you can't never count out Steph and Clay, and you just can't really.
Not how these teams built right now.
You can't really count that out. And of course, if the Nets are healthy, but that's a team full of like, I don't know what the fuck wrong with them.
But the Nets versus the Warriors, the Warriors can keep up with their scoring output easy.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think they could probably beat them.
Yeah.
But let's get to the Olympics, man. So this is a big story going on. Simone Biles dropped out of the Olympics during the team all-around portion, and then she dropped out of the individual all-around. So, of course, there was controversy all over the place. Everybody was going crazy. She's a quitter. She's a shame to America. That was like the conservative angle of the whole conversation. I just think like fuck all that shame America. I don't give a fuck about that. That's stupid. But if we're gonna be fair in sports, just sports, if any other like major, especially male athlete did that shit, that'd have killed them for the rest of their career. But since she's a woman, Simone Biles, oh, it's okay. She's a hero. She knew when she didn't want to, Personal level, maybe, yeah, she's going through a lot of shit. She got to step back. I respect that. But we're going to talk about just sports. She quit. If we just want to talk about sports, she quit.
Yeah.
Because ain't no way LeBron could be down in the finals, third quarter coming out. You know what? My head fucked up.
She was playing, like she had performed already and then kind of like didn't finish her performances.
She did the vault and she kind of like, she didn't stick that landing. It looked a little, that's where they got like the aerial dysplasia thing where like they say she couldn't find her, if you can't find the floor of your head, if that's the case, that's a different story. That's like an injury pretty much in that sport. If you can't find the floor, you injured. You might as well sit out. Because if she break her neck, ain't nobody going to be there. Oh, well, she tried. She broke. No. If you think you're going to break your neck, get the fuck out of there. But if it was just because, like, the stress, it's too much, it's not fun anymore, it's like, hey, this is the Olympics, dog. This is what really, like, y'all do world championships and shit like that, but, like, this would, this is like for all the potatoes right here. This
I feel like she didn't have a good circle. I feel like she ain't got a good circle around her or something like that. Because, like, even if she was going through that, bro, she had the right mentors and stuff. They'll make this a chip on her shoulder somehow. Unless it's really a medical problem, then obviously there's nothing you can do about that. But I feel like maybe she got some of those people in her ear, like, make a public stance or some shit like. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck she doing. But yeah, it's crazy because the fact that she performed, I thought she just did not perform after they had like. I didn't think she did anything type shit.
She did the vault, and then I think that was it. And I think they had to do like 2 more other events. They ended up getting silver, which I mean, it's still you're silver. You know, it's cool.
But, yeah, I mean, she like with all that publicity, bro, that she just been having going into this shit with the gold on her arm and all that, bro. I feel like, man, she should step up.
That's where I get to that sport talk because don't talk to me about no stress shit. Now we all admit that she probably the greatest gymnast ever, whatever. But she's
still young, huh?
She like 24 or some shit like that. But she people putting that pressure on her, but she also embracing it. She got that GOAT shit tied on her leotard where it got the little, she's embracing that GOAT status. She did an interview where they was like, so who do you think can beat you? Like in the upcoming, she was, kind of like who could beat me? Nobody. And she even had the little interview where she did that she was expressing, which this makes sense because like I think it's kind of unfair, where she stated that the things I do, they don't want to score them appropriately. But if somebody else did exactly what I did, they would give them all the praise and the whatever just because they don't like that I won.
That's the reason I heard she had stopped being in the Olympics. And that's when I kind of got upset because I'm like, if you really a competitor, you just go harder and you not like your legacy is even better because they're challenging you and you still beat their challenges. You still dominated as the rules because throughout any sports, the rules and eras change. And if you're able to dominate multiple eras, bro, like your legacy is even more cemented. So I feel like if she had those people in her camp, if it was for that reason, like, bro, hell nah, you got to go compete. Yeah. And then I also feel like you kind of shortchanging the other competitors as well. Like, bro, the people that won gold, like if you really a competitor, bro, give them the full satisfaction of them beating you. Because if you leave and make up excuses, you're like, oh, we really could have won, or they can't really feel as good about their victory because you ain't really performed. Even though they would have beat you regardless, you took you stepped out type shit and didn't really try your best. Yeah. So I feel like it ain't even a real good way of being a competitor in a sense either.
I was like, damn, that's kind of selfish. Because I was like,
yeah,
because it wasn't an individual thing, right? If she quit on individual shit, that's whatever, But like in the team aspect of it, it's kind of like, these other girls, they might just be here, because they qualified. It's fun, it's cute. This might be their only chance at gold. You like, damn, bitch, we want to gold too. We know you got 8 goals, but damn, we want to gold too.
Yeah, it ain't just about you when you're on that team.
We're supposed to be in this together.
Yeah. But one of the American girls did win like the all around like individual gold today. Soon Sia Lee, Asian American. That was I was like, okay, well, shit, she won her gold. Fuck it, she don't give a damn. She's happy that Simone Biles out now because she's the best gymnast in the world as far as these Olympic standards go. So like, hey, appreciate you for sitting out. Now, I'm going to get all these endorsements. I'm going to get this when I get back home because I'm the gold medalist, all-around Olympic champion. So, hey, salute to
She ran from the light, bro. She ran from the light because even when you think about it, like even if you lose, like, that's adversity for now. It's a story when you come back maybe next Olympics and win. Yeah, you went out, but it wasn't as grand of a story. You got to really write that story, man. You even if you went out trying, bro, like, you went out trying. That comes off different than I just quit. Unless it was really for a medical reason.
Yeah. But if it was a medical
shit, we don't.
Then,
what you about to say?
We don't have no official word on it. Everybody's still kind of speculating.
I mean, like in her after the thing interviews, she was just kind of like, people expect so much of us. This isn't as fun as it's supposed to be. Like she kind of gave those type of like responses. She didn't directly say, "Oh, I don't want to be anymore because it's too much. The fans do too much. People expect too much of me." She didn't really say that, but like her responses kind of lead you to just like she's tired of like the show around everything.
That's one thing.
Spectacle.
Yeah.
People like to go to people, even society, and try to run away from shit. But you say you want to be great, bro. Greatness required that for you to step up and constantly be great. And you say you want to be the best of all time, well, people gonna hold you to their expectations. Don't blame people. Like, you embrace that shit.
And it's really like
agreed.
People's response on social media. They're all like, "Oh, this is great. She should do this, that." I'm just like, Man, if y'all don't, and the people, because like I said, the conservative people were like, conservatives can't wait to like jump on some shit that people that they assume are liberal, like just to fucking kill them. Like that's good for them. It's good for their fan base. They love to jump on it. But people, then when you got the people that are rebutting them and they say dumb shit like, y'all didn't have nothing to say when Andrew Luck retired before the season even started. It was a fucking preseason. The equivalent would be Tom Brady Super Bowl against the Falcons, 28-3. He come out halftime like, you know what? They already whooping my ass. I'm not gonna play. My head's fucked up. You know, my mental game ain't there. And Tom Brady got his ass drugged through the mud. For honestly, it don't like at that point. What did he win? Like 6 Super Bowls or something like that?
That would have been probably 5, I think.
Tom Brady's entire legacy would have been smeared, stained from that. Just that one thing would have destroyed. If Tom Brady, those football fans would have never let Tom Brady hear the. I don't care. You can shake your head.
I would say Peyton. I would give Peyton Manning versus the Seahawks. He got his ass dog washed in the Super Bowl, and his legacy still.
No, he played. I'm speaking if he said I don't want to play no more. My mental state. I lost the point. No, I'm talking about if you say my mental state is fucked up, I can't do this. You know, my mental health. Then he would have got killed.
Yeah, true.
But, you know.
Because niggas go hard at LeBron when he make up excuses after the finals or after the series over. He be like, oh, I had an injury. Or when what's the dude that fought Pacquiao? He made up an excuse after the fight. Yeah. It's like, niggas don't like that shit when you do it after. If you was to make it up during the fight and it wasn't to be so true, bro, niggas really gonna be fucking hype, bro. Man, all this fucking quitter. Niggas will never let you live that shit down for sure.
But I feel like she gonna come back, right? So it's like team, that's done. The individual all around where they just do everything is done. And then they break it down to the individual shit. Okay, now who's going to be the gold medalist vaulter? Who's going to be the gold medalist floor exercise, uneven bars? Like they break it down like that as well.
Oh, I'm salty in the bitch and she come back for that. If I was a team that got silver, bitch, you could come back for the individual shit, but you couldn't finish the team shit. Oh yeah, I'm hot.
But like, that's what I said. Like she stepped out of the individual all around, which when they scored, they put all those scores together. The girl soon see Elise, she probably like, thank God you wasn't there because I probably got silver, but I got gold. But now when they get to like breaking down the individual shit, then she probably come back. She not gonna not win not one gold. She gonna compete in something.
Yeah, because I feel like if she stepped out of the team shit and she stay out of the individual shit, then it really looked like she quit.
Yeah, then it's like, what the fuck are you even doing here? And like, I see people saying like, you know, if you don't want to play, then you could let another girl. I guess let another girl get over there for the experience. But if they didn't make the team, they probably wasn't gonna win anything when they got there, anyways. Because them Russians, them Chinese, they don't fuck around when it comes to that gymnastics shit. But no, the Olympics. I'm ready for the track and field shit. All the other shit going on. I see bow and arrows, shooting, table tennis, beach volleyball. I don't give a damn about all that shit.
None of that shit.
Let's get to the track.
What about the nigga? America lost the real game.
What you mean?
They lost
Team
two.
USA.
They lost 2 exhibitions and they lost their first game.
Yeah.
Team USA getting washed out
crazy.
there.
I don't know what the hell they doing.
I don't either.
I don't know what's going on. You would just expect them to wash everybody. Like Damian Lillard said some shit like, you know, like these guys, like the guys who play in the NBA that play for other nations. Like he's like, I don't know. When they get with their country, they just like elevate their play to another level. I don't know what's going on.
Fournier fucking dropping 28 points on their bitch ass.
Like I don't know what team. I didn't even know he was still in the NBA. Like what is he doing?
That's this go to my point. If you focus around the nigga in the NBA, them niggas should drop buckets.
Yeah. I still think they probably gonna win gold. Like they'll get it together.
Think so? It ain't looking good.
Okay, but this is Iran, so it's not like I don't know any Iranian basketball players, but I mean they whooped their ass by like 70.
Luka going crazy. We got Luis Scola out there in the world.
He damn near 40.
Okay. The Paul Gasol brothers still alive. Like, bro,
like Brazil is Spain.
I about to say I think Spain.
Yeah, I think like Spain.
But yeah, I think Luka gonna get them niggas buckets. Luka looking. Hey, look, if Luka win gold against America, put him up. His legacy about to be crazy if he wins some chips. Crazy. He got a gold against America. Crown him now.
Man, he got gold against America's fucking like B team.
Fuck that shit.
Stop.
What's B team about them niggas? KD on that team.
If I don't see Steph, LeBron, James Harden, Kyrie, they the fucking B team.
He said he ain't got them.
I see
It's always.
I see they got JaVale McGee out there. I'm like, what the fuck? We ain't got no other centers besides JaVale McGee.
That's our league. That's our league.
I guess all the other centers, if I was to say like Giannis, I mean he's like a power forward. He played for probably Greek. Joel Embiid, he from Africa. Rudy Gobert, he playing for France. I guess we ain't really got no centers now. Like I can't think of nobody.
We don't focus on that no more.
Clint Capella. I know he probably from Africa.
He know.
Damn, we got no centers. Ain't no college niggas that can play.
Put James Wiseman as
somebody. I mean, respect. That's probably a great experience. Olympics. We're having a great time. We're having fun. But damn, we ain't got no great American centers. Not that I can think.
Not healthy.
That's the thing too. Like if niggas past a certain age and not healthy, bro, they're not gonna play in the Olympics. That's always been the case. It's usually some of the younger stars, and right now, and maybe a few veterans, which they do have. They got a few
Lillard,
veterans.
they got KD, they got Draymond.
It's no excuse, bro. It's no excuse. If you can call it B squad. If Luka get that hoe, I'm looking at it like it was A squad, especially a KD on that team, especially Dame. Devin Booker. There's a lot of niggas that's trying to make a name for themselves.
Just come out there. Chris Middleton just got out there. Okay, we'll see. I still think America gonna win. We won't fuck around when it comes to the real shit. Maybe they playing around right now. But what y'all want to get to next, man? We got y'all want to talk about this COVID shit just briefly?
Yeah, we can. We get it out the way.
So, shit's getting back real. Florida just announced they had 16,000 new cases in the past 48 hours, which is like the highest since January. So
who had that?
Florida. I mean, they did just have Rolling Loud, so I don't know how that affects everything. There's a lot of people out there moving and shaking, people bumping into each other. But but you're also seeing more people like just saying, "Oh, I got COVID again." Like it kind of tapered down a little bit. But now more people, I contracted COVID this. You see it in sports. You see it at the Olympics. So, we might be going back on lockdown, which I feel like I've still been locked down. I still work from home. I still order groceries. So, I mean, I don't really go out and do shit any damn ways. But, for people in your industry, Bryce, that ain't like a too good thing for y'all. Because if we go back on lockdown, it's like, I mean, y'all can do to-go and shit like that, but it ain't too gravy.
I'm probably good this time around. I probably wouldn't get let go again because managers end up working the to-go shit like that. But for the rest of the industry and the people that may be cooks and stuff like that, yes, it could be our losses, especially if like people start getting scared again. It gets slower. It could definitely get slower. And then
especially for people who like got hit hard by COVID last year as far as businesses, and y'all barely made it out, and then they'll start to open back up. If y'all got to get shut down again, a lot of people in business, that might be the end. It might your business done.
We're already seeing so many didn't open up already. Yeah. I'm still feeling like there's some Democratic shit or a ploy to just get all of the one niggas, the niggas at the top the money, honestly. Like they closing down the economy. They fucking up the economy. That's all I see them doing. The COVID shit, bro, I feel like that's just an excuse for them to gain more power. Like people say as far as like them niggas like being able to enforce certain shit like on a mask and stuff like that, that's already like a utilitarian or some shit like that type of approach to it, which is we should check that alone. But when you think about the businesses that's gonna close and how that's gonna cipher into Amazon gonna probably make another $1 trillion fucking if we shut back down. And then all the other people that missed the first COVID, how they gonna start eating up and trying to close out, bro. It's a lot of economics and gains that people can make with this shit. So I feel like they're really trying to it's a power ploy, if you ask me.
What's it like? Shutting down or like it just
shutting down because the big businesses, all the big corporations start to take all those businesses because those are the ones that's gonna stay open. And if we being real, those are the niggas that's making the guidelines to how shit should be. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like how Walmart could be open and they got way more people that comes into their store versus like a smaller brand store got to shut down. That ain't a corporation type shit. Like a family owned shit got to shut down. Like how that shit makes sense. Like how can small business got to get shut down, but big business can stay open? It's like the science, it ain't science behind it. It's politics. And who run politics? The niggas that make the most money. So I feel like the corporations, maybe they're not making the rules as far as 6 feet or what type of stores can be open, bro. But they store not getting closed.
No, they definitely gonna benefit.
True.
Jeff Bezos fuck around me worth $300 billion next year. But
and I would Microsoft, these niggas, like, bro, it's plenty of niggas that's invested in this shit. Big form, like, bro, I don't know, man. People could call it conspiracy theory, but we seen how it fucked with a lot of middle class people.
Yeah.
Last time.
A lot.
Yeah.
People thought the homeless crisis was bad. In the next couple of days, shit about to get a lot worse if they don't pass a new law. Because I was reading an article, it was like millions of people are on the verge of
Y'all keep going. I'll be right back.
Millions of people are on the verge of being evicted because they're lifting that whole like moratorium on evictions. So whoever ain't been paying their rent or not been able to, them apartments now, they gonna start putting that shit outside.
There's a lot of people behind.
It's like millions of people are gonna, unless they get up on their shit, are gonna start being evicted within the next couple of days. And who knows how that's gonna affect just society. Because if you gotta think about it, if it's millions of people that are hungry, sheltered, imagine the crime rate's gonna go, like shit gonna get a little spooky. They better, do something.
It's gonna be riots. There's gonna be a lot of shit could possibly go on.
Throw another stimmy out. I don't know what they could do. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Going into another COVID, I almost seems like it's gonna crash the economy. I mean, the big business, the big corporations, they're gonna eat, but I don't see like it being a way for us to keep being like sustainable for the middle class. We already barely got enough in the sense of like trying to get our shit together. Like you close us again, bro. We're not gonna be able to eat off that fuck. Y'all can't keep dropping stimulus unless y'all gonna really pay us.
No, they can't, because they can't keep dropping stimulus because look what happened when we reopened. Shit just went crazy. Gas went higher. Look at housing. Housing went crazy. Like houses before COVID that was $250 are now $375, $380. Like shit just went on a whole nother level. And if you was making like say you was making $80,000 before COVID, that $80,000 now don't look the same. It's depending on what market you're trying to get in. Even some used cars are costing more than they used to cost, and they almost cost as much as regular cars.
I feel like how they go into other countries and like deregulate and like kind of fuck up the government, and then go in there and like try to take over. I feel like that's kind of what they're doing here. Like if they're able to lower our price of what we need, or how would you say, like we cost a lot. That's why like businesses and corporations go overseas, right?
Yeah.
So if they're able to like lower the price of living here because everybody shit gonna be damn near homeless or damn near owing, like I feel like our value as a people go down because we can't work and shit, so we don't have a value or say so, and then we start to becoming like, well, we'll take anything over time. So I feel like that's also a thing maybe could be going on. Like they bringing back down the price of living in the sense of the price of the average American. Like, because I mean, most of them, who get hit most? The middle class. I mean, that's the working class. If we keep getting hit, they gonna get us cheaper.
But I wonder, like, I'm sure the Delta variant's like a real thing, but I wonder if they're like, because they're not just saying like, they don't just say things like, hey, this Delta variant's ramping up. They like tie it to things, right? Even if the statistics are true, it always seems like to point in a direction to get you to do something. Like Delta variant's going crazy. 99% of hospitalizations are from unvaccinated people. It's like, they let you know most people who get it unvaccinated. So it's kind of like, go get vaccinated, do the push. Joe Biden just did a thing that he was like, he thinks that states should use their government budget to give everybody who gets to get the vaccine $100. Like if you get the vaccine, you get $100. Like $100. Like what the fuck? You think that's gonna, motivate?
They trying to get the homeless out of here now.
You think that's gonna like motivate people to run to the thing to give them $100?
The homeless people? Yeah, facts. They gonna give about 3 of them bitches.
Get 3 of them. Like they giving out sperm at the sperm bank or something.
Bro, they gonna get a lot of real broke people gonna start taking them hoes.
Yeah, that's probably true.
They had no incentive at first. Now you get paid to take it. Let 100 go into like 300. Oh, niggas gonna have a line around the corner.
And I'm not even like anti-vax. I just don't like, it's a little fast. I'm not like anti. Like, I mean, if you want to get it. I don't give a fuck. That's your prerogative. We grown.
And I am anti-vax.
People do what they want to do, man. If you want to get the vaccine, get the vaccine. If you don't. That's on you. You anti-vax, like just you? Like, do you give a fuck when you know somebody who got it?
No, I wouldn't like hate.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't plan on getting it. That's why I don't say I'm anti-vax. I feel like when I hear people anti-vax, when I throw that label, it's people who like you judging there. You got the vax. You're like the crazy. That's what I think when I think of anti-vax.
When I say
my definition of anti-vax.
When I say it's more off the strength of like, if you ask me my real opinion, I'm gonna tell you I wouldn't have got that hoe if I was you. But if I'm just being like political, no, I wouldn't like. Even then, I wouldn't judge you.
Yeah. Oh shit. Look at that.
But now that I from the information I know, I rather trust my body and how I feel. I can't. Most people are leaning towards it was made in the lab. So if something made in the lab, now they making shit in the lab to fix it. Nah, bro, it sounds like a lot of bullshit to me, and I am not fucking with it. I am not.
I'm sure it was made in the lab. What they say it was like, what's the thing they called it? They called it something in the meetings I was watching. I don't know, just where you get like, you make super diseases, where you get like some kind of animal disease and you kind of manipulate it and it gets out. They did it from a bat. That's how the COVID variants got all, however they made it, whatever they did. It leaked, it got out, it fucked up the world, and that's how shit go. But to me, it's just crazy to think about shit like that. Like, they actually fund people to like study these things. Like, what are they doing these things for? Like, why is there a division that's like, hey, let's create super,
You can't tell
diseases.
me one logical reason why.
Let's create super diseases. It's like,
we got all.
Why is that a thing?
We're trying to get. We still got shit that we could be trying to get rid of. Instead, we create more disease.
Like, what's the point of creating it? Like, just to say, oh, look, I created this deadly disease. Like, what's the point? That's
if you ask me. If you ask a person like Alex Jones, it's been a long ploy.
Oh yeah, he's gonna say depopulation and all these type of things. I see, I get, It's
bro, depopulation.
You can't explain it to me of why you do that, because it's not like you're saying. It's not like you got a regular disease, right? It's not like a bat has a disease and you got that disease and you created a vaccine or a what do they call it when you get venom, anti-venom, whatever. You're not creating like an anti that. You're getting that and making it something more deadly. I don't get that unless you plan on using that for warfare or something like that. That's the only thing I can think of.
How is using that on warfare gonna help the world?
They ain't gonna help the world.
Like, yo, people can get fucked up in warfare with shit like that. Like that, you can't stop shit like that once it spreads.
Yeah. Unless you drop it in remote places where people can't leave and can't come in, like North Korea.
But that even then, it's gonna get out. Even then, it's gonna get out.
My point that if they start moving around, it will. But if they don't, because North Korea is a country where it's like you ain't in, you ain't coming out. So it's like you there, you stuck.
But
there.
then you gotta think they're gonna send military people over there to experiment and check on shit and how see. Then they know people gotta come back. It's gonna be some shit. Like,
if you gonna do that, don't send nobody back. If they go, they gotta stay there. They gotta deal with their damn self.
Yeah, but somebody gonna cross.
That's the only way I can think of that would even make any sense in me thinking about
when
it.
Times get hard, somebody gonna cross a border. Somebody gonna make their way into South Korea. They're gonna get on some boats, get their ass into China, whatever the fuck closer over there, bro. We talking about people. Like, it's just like an infestation of any other thing here. Like, bro, you can't never completely control anything, like, ever. Like, that shit gonna get out, bro. So it's no benefit to the world while you doing that shit, bro. Yeah. Like, I could, Robert, why would you think these mad scientists are creating diseases, making worse diseases than we already have? Like, could you see a logical reason for some shit like that?
Nah, I don't see the logical reason. I know they do it though, like fun biochemicals and test all kind of diseases. In some cases, they'll say it's for the betterment of mankind if they understand them and I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do with it, but nah, that shit don't really make too much sense.
Yeah, that don't make.
I could kind of understand that. It's like if we get ahead of things, but nigga, are you making ahead of things?
You're creating the thing. You're not getting
not
ahead.
At all.
It's like I said, if it's like, hey, we know bats could give off this deadly disease. Let's grab the bat that got it, figure out how to create a cure for that. But it's like, you know what? We're gonna get that disease that bat has, and we're gonna make it worse. That don't make no sense. But
unless they was gonna use it for bioterrorism.
That's what they do, bro.
I thought I heard one of y'all said that.
Yeah,
I did. Ebola, swine. What was it? What was it? What was this? Something like that. Zika, all these things, and all HIV, they all end up coming from Africa and Africans, and we always got to be the ones that take it because we're the most acceptable. Yeah, they Africans fuck monkeys. Like, there's no real origin, but most people always hint towards it.
I didn't know that was an African thing.
No, but yeah, most people in Africa, they got the highest HIV rates and shit like those.
Let's save that for the other conversation. But
another conversation
about DaBaby, the HIV.
Oh shit! I was like, we gotta talk about that again. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, so just to finish my point though, but yeah, it's been many diseases they slowly leak out and manipulate the people, and we really want to be real, maybe even a flu, colds and stuff like that, bro. If we being real, if we really looked at the body and made the body as healthy as it could be, it would laugh at colds, it would laugh at flus. So it's like they make sure we feeding and we're eating certain shit that keep our immune system just low enough to catch these things and constantly funding the pharmaceutical industry. Because if we really talking about health and natural supplements or remedies and just how the body's strong enough, if you get it to that alkaline body, bro, you'll laugh at the flu, bro. You'll laugh at sniffles and mucus. And even most diseases are a product of mucus and shit like that. Like, we wouldn't even have a lot of that shit in our body. But I think a lot of this shit is slow. Like, bro, a lot of this shit high blood pressure, that's a disease. A lot of this shit is a product of the things that we eat and consume. We got a lot of killers in our society, bro. And if we really being honest, the pharmaceutical FDA don't give a fuck about it. Because I seen somebody say most of our food get banned going to other places.
Yeah, I seen that. A lot of shit y'all eat isn't allowed in our country to eat.
I'm like, bro, they want their average. They don't want their niggas falling and dying like our people.
Obese and shit.
Like, there's no reason for us to be
heart disease.
We're supposed to be such a sophisticated and smart civilization, but yet we don't really see it in our everyday people like that. Like, we being real, like high blood pressure in our black people. A lot of us is just out of shape. Like, it is what it is, bro. And it's just, if we really thinking about how America, how it should have shaped us in school, that shit should have been way more serious. We shouldn't have been eating pizza and milk. We shouldn't have had that bullshit, that bullshit ass pyramid. We shouldn't have had that. It should have been some realer shit than that.
Nah, bro, I was talking to Carla the other day about like football shit, and I was like, because I'm thinking about, like, when I think about people who train now and they do, like, they really had us eating personal pizzas before football games, 2 Chick-fil-A sandwiches before football. Like, who the fuck would go do an athletic event? Like, I'm eating 2 Chick-fil-A sandwiches, then I'm gonna go do this event. I'm eating this greasy ass pizza, then I'm gonna go do. That don't make no sense. But when you young, that's the life that you live, man. That's how we was rocking.
First, eating a chicken salad before a game, you gonna feel fresh as hell, energized as fuck.
Getting Taco Bell sent to the school, all kinds of shit.
Be halfway asleep on the bus.
Oh no, that's why niggas just take them naps before the game.
That's be that good shit.
After you done smash the whole pizza by yourself, it's about time, man.
I bet I'm looking at something real quick.
I ain't got no topics on me. I got this shit on Instagram.
No, I got we can talk about the DaBaby shit. I don't know if y'all even know anything about that shit going on. It's pretty much cancel culture going on for DaBaby. DaBaby is being canceled on all fronts. Canceled, quotations, on all fronts. He got on Rolling Loud stage. He said, if you ain't got HIV or AIDS, that deadly ass disease that'll kill you in 2 weeks, put your phone up in the air. If you got wet pussy, put your phone in the air. And if fellas, if you ain't suck a dick in the parking lot, put your phone in the air. Or put your lighter, whatever the fuck he said. You know, trying to a call to action. So that one clip got out to the internet. And, you know, the internet did what the internet does, and they went on to him because they were tying the HIV thing, him kind of like clowning HIV, and then the dick sucker thing, trying to shame it. Like they tied all that together, and then now he's homophobic, right? And then he went to apologize, and this is where I think he fucked up. Like the Rolling Loud thing, I get how you could be offended by that because it's kind of like, why is nigga bringing up a disease? Like that's like me saying, if you ain't got breast cancer, put your lighters. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? Like that's not probably something I should be like, put your lighters in the sky for. But
Right.
when he went on his apology and said, my gay fans, they put up their phones because they don't got STDs. They ain't them nasty ass gay niggas, and they not, you know what I'm saying? When he said that, it was like, that's where I believe you fuck up. Because when you generalize everybody, say, I'm not them nasty gay niggas, and that's like saying every gay person has AIDS, some nasty, like, that's like the trope. Like, that's the thing. Like, people, the negative stereotype you would say is that if you have HIV, you're a nasty gay person, you promiscuous, you nasty, you doing this, you doing that. When that ain't everybody. Not saying there's never was, but that's not everybody. That's like saying, this is how I say it. This is like a white person saying, if you didn't rob a bank, like if they got only black fans in the crowd, if you ain't rob a bank, whatever stereotype, put your thing up. And they say, well, I'm talking to my black fans. 'Cause I know I got the good ones, not the fucking thug, gangster criminals. That's the same thing to me. That's how I look at it. But
basically, but yeah.
That's how I look at it. That's why I think that he was wrong for that part. Because like I said, it's a trope. It's a whatever. I see Bryce smirking. So what you got to say?
I don't think I should say it.
You think you say it. We got to challenge.
I'll go say, man. Hey, man. I'm not gonna say it. It's too wild. It's some shit I say off there. It's way too wild. But I'll just say, man. I wouldn't have did the Rolling Loud shit. It was a little extra. But I think he trolling. I think he trying to be the bad guy of rap. As far as like, I think he kind of seen the reaction with Tory Lanez and how they got him even probably more views on his shit that he dropped maybe. And I think he may be taking that approach, if I'm being honest.
Man, I hope not, because I agree with D-Friend. I feel like he was his initial words or his initial intentions might have got misconstrued because it did sound like he was just saying some dumb ass shit like, what are you saying all together? But once he came to the apology and you like, once you single out groups of this, he should have just been like, man, my fans know I ain't mean it like that. You know what I'm saying? Woo-doo, blah, I apologize to anybody I offended. Get up out of there. But he was like, nah, I was talking about this. I wasn't talking about these type of this and this. Because ain't that when he started losing the endorsements and shit like that?
Yeah, that's when shit started going downhill. I want you to say what you go. Say it in like a piece, say it in like a PC way, or like what? Because I already know you was gonna say some bullshit, so I want to see what you got to say. Because I feel like you just
you're not gonna give me counsel, my guy.
What are you gonna say? Like being gay is nasty? Is that like the premises of what you gonna say?
Hey, I'm not even going. Hey man, I don't want to do it. Everything in me said don't say it. Let me be politically correct for once. I always have the crazy takes. I'm gonna chill on this one. Even I recognize the craziness in it, even though it's a joke. It's like
a joke to just joke.
Hey man, you a booty chaser? Like, hey. Hey man, that's wild, man. That's a wild life. No, I'm playing, bro. I'm playing. I can't do it. That's what I say.
It's like, they gay.
Nah, it's for me. It's
the risk of being gay. They know that. I was reading statistics. Black men who are gay have a 50% chance in their lifetime of catching HIV. Hispanic people is like 1 in 4. Black people 1 in 2, and then they're like, as the demographics change, it gets like less and less and less. Like 41% of the cases that get found, the new one in like 2019, 41% of them was black men. Yeah, that's like, and I always wonder, like, why do black people be affected by, like, not just HIV, like, why are they overwhelmingly affected by other, like, just like we talked about earlier, diabetes, what's the other one, high blood pressure, like, why is it that black people are highly affected by
no resources? Don't go to the doctor. Don't have real medicine that's made for our bodies. White people, I would say their medicine is made for them. If you look up most research and stuff like that, it's made for like the average 40-year-old white male or something like that. So it's based on their biology. So necessarily we don't have stuff that's implemented just for us and focused on us in a sense. So that as far as that with health and shit, even with the food that we eat, we don't have a cheap Whole Foods. We got to eat noodles. We got to eat hot chips and shit like that. Vienna sausages, beanie weenie, shit like that. So, yeah.
All that processed food.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But it's just like I was just reading the statistics. I was like, damn, like that's a lot of.
Yeah.
Like
that's the thing I want to say. It's like I don't want to make fun of nobody because that's a lifestyle, and however you get that way, that's what you do, bro. It's just be careful, man. Wrap up. Don't play with that shit, bro.
That's what you say. You say be careful, you know. Especially if you see the statistics in your demographic, it's kind of like be careful, like because people were saying like, you know, like people that were speaking out against him, like Demi Lovato, Elton John. They were saying like HIV isn't a gay disease. Like, yeah, it's not a gay disease, but it does affect a certain demographic way more than other. Is that statistic?
Well, the reason it's a gay disease
is it relevant? Should
well,
I just
be
spouting a statistic? In like talking about you, probably not, because that'd be the same as somebody bringing up a statistic about black people and me. I always equate it back to like race. Like if I say some statistic that make black people look bad, like, well, what do people say? Like they say, oh, black people statistically have the lowest IQs in America. Like, yeah, what the fuck you saying that for? Like, what the fuck you saying that for? Like you're saying it for a reason, you know?
Yeah, I would say they're affected the most because it's like with anal sex. I mean, that's not normal. It's not natural. You damage the prostate, and there's usually some type of rectal.
It's like bleeding. That's
I can't even get through it because it's so fucking.
That's why it happens, because you know that's like, you know, when you do it through the anal, like it's a lot of tearing, bleeding. Like it gets transferred. I get why it gets transferred. I'm not like oblivious to why, but like I think they just get offended because it's like there's that stigma of like look at Straight Outta Compton, but that was back in the '80s. When as soon as I don't know if he really said this, but that's what they did in the movie. When he found out that he had AIDS or HIV. Man, hell no, I ain't gay. Because it was like that's only happened to gay people. But
right,
you know, it happens to, I won't say everybody, but it can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. What you about to say?
Nah, you can go.
Someone in the comments said we need to start a movement to cancel Lil Nas X. And that was another conversation because Boosie had to come to his defense. You know, and Boosie now he came to Lil Nas X. He came to DaBaby's. You know, he didn't come to Lil Nas X defense. Come on now. He came to DaBaby's defense and was just like, which still to me does like the comparison doesn't make sense in my mind. Because T.I. said the same thing. T.I. was in some people's tweeting like, you know, if T.I. and Boosie come to your defense, you know, so you might as well just apologize and move on because T.I. got like a storied history of saying dumb shit. But anyways, T.I. was just like, well, if Lil Nas could kick his shit, then why can't DaBaby? And I'm like, that doesn't. If
Lil Nas can do what?
If Lil Nas X can like be himself and do what he want to do, like do all that stuff that he do, why can't DaBaby? Well, I'm like, those two things don't correlate. They're not the same thing.
Yeah.
The correlation would be DaBaby like this. DaBaby was on stage at Rolling Loud, and he had a bed, and he had a girl in a thong shaking her ass and thing. Now, if we was to have backlash against DaBaby on that, and not say shit about Lil Nas X shaking his ass, those are the same thing. Saying something about gay people and me just being gay and expressing me being gay are not the same thing. That's like saying, this black person doing this, but why can't this person say the racist shit they want to say? They're not comparable things. Me being pro-black.
I would say they're comparable because you have the freedom of speech.
But freedom of speech isn't the same thing as me. Like,
well,
I mean, if you want to hate, I don't think he hates gay people. But if you want to say,
that's what I was about to say. I don't think he hates gay people. He just don't advocate for gayness. If he don't advocate for it, if he can provoke not being gay. If that's what he wanted to do, he can do that. That's his right. Just like they can promote gayness 24/7. So that's why I would say now when you start to say kill people or they should be demonified or put in jail or thrown out somewhere, that's when you start pushing a rhetoric that's crazy. But you can advocate it in safe ways and just a political way of doing it. Just like if you're a conservative. If you're a Democrat, or I mean, if you're a Republican and you got gay views, no go. So it's a no go. You can't have that. If you believe in what do you call it? Letting babies not be aborted, you're no go. So we have people that think like this, and we know that we're like certain groups don't advocate for that shit. Religious people don't advocate for that shit. And you can't counsel them for believing it. So long as it don't go into the hate, like the hate crime shit. And now people can call it a slippery slope, but at the end of the day, people have to have freedom of speech.
So as far as like,
you can't stop that part.
I don't even like using the word homophobic. I don't even like using words like that. But let's do the Boosie thing for example, right? So Boosie said Lil Nas X wants to dance naked in front of charity, which was really just a troll, but Boosie took it like seriously. He wants to dance naked for charity. If I'm at the award show and he do that, I'm gonna get on stage and beat his ass. He could do that, faggot shit somewhere else, right? Because his thing wasn't necessarily because he was gay, it's because the kids are in the crowd. So then I would ask Boosie, if Rihanna got ass naked on stage, would you still have the same kid? The kids, there's naked women on it. They're not gonna have it. It's just because, like, if Boosie don't like gay people, that's fine. I mean, that's fine.
I'm sorry, bro. Everything not equal. A woman getting naked, it's not child friendly.
So then you can't use my boys. You can't use the kids.
Nah, yeah, she was popping pussy ass naked. That's crazy.
Use the kids.
That's crazy.
Because his thing was the kids in the crowd. You can't.
That's what you're saying.
If your thing is, like I said, raunchiness. Because I feel like we're pretty consistent. Because we talk shit about WAP, we talk shit about Industry Baby, we talk shit about the whole spectrum. But if you only focus on one thing, there's a reason why you only focusing on one thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But if you don't like gay people, that's fine. That's you. I keep saying on all my videos. I say, bro, it's like we're not gonna live in a world where everybody likes you. Everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody's not gonna agree with you. You got to get that out your head. But let's just call it what it is. It's a hypocritical thing.
I'd be pretty upset if a gay nigga got into a whole and some other niggas that's a little choreographed. They had a whole naked gay ass routine, and I didn't know. I'd be pretty upset. I'd be pretty fucking heated. I don't know if I would have used the kids. I'd just been heated. Like, bro, I didn't sign up for this shit. So I've been pretty mad. I don't know if I'm jumping on stage and trying to fight a gay nigga though. That's ass naked. Like, I don't know if I'm doing all that. I might just walk out. But I get what he was making more of a joke.
I don't even know if I'd be heated. I'd be kind of like uncomfortable, but I don't know if I'd be heated. Like, these gay niggas up here naked. Like, it's like, okay, these niggas naked. Let me.
I'm hot. It's just like when that one, the angel put his ass in Eminem face. Oh, I'm hot.
Angel? What are you talking about? What are
you? It was like an MBT Awards. It was. Oh no, this is a live. You can go on YouTube and find this. It was a half-ass naked angel on like the VMAs or the MTV Awards, one of the white people awards, and he came out the sky and he landed perfectly on Eminem. Like, I don't know if he was fully ass naked, but Eminem was hot. Like, bro, don't do none of that shit in front of me, bro. Like, nah, bro.
He landed on Eminem. That's different. He's touching.
Hey, I don't want to see this shit. I'll be hot.
I don't know. That's like the hot. I don't think I'd be mad. Like, I wouldn't be like, fucking, like, what the fuck? Like, it's like,
what?
Why would I be mad?
I'd be kind of mad when I see them niggas kissing.
I say you gotta, but you're saying you be mad. I wouldn't be mad. That's my point. I wouldn't be upset. Like Boosie said, he up there dancing naked in front of kids that's trying to be straight. What do you mean trying to be straight? If you straight, you straight.
I don't know what you mean by that shit.
Nah. When you say shit like that,
trying to be straight. What are you talking about?
All I was saying,
he feel like he too much of an influence on the kids, man.
Like, I get the exposure to raunchiness and shit. Like, I get that. Doing that is whatever. I don't know if people can like turn people gay. They can like expose them to shit, and kids might do shit because they look up to people. But I don't know if that means they'll lead a lifelong of gayness or whatever. But Boosie just, I don't know, they just be saying shit. I be like, come on, dog. I think I'm pretty fair. I can expect everybody to be fair in their critiques across the board. Like, I try to be.
I wouldn't listen to Boosie words. Like, literally, he was joking too. Like, when I say I'm mad, I would be.
No, he was not. That nigga wasn't joking.
What you mean?
When he went, did you hear the video? If you watched the videos?
No, but
he was not joking. He was not joking.
He don't be joking.
He was not joking. He jokes about shit, but he was not joking.
I'm saying, like, he's not being literal in the sense, like, if it really fucking happened, he's going to actually get up and beat a naked nigga ass on stage. Like, if he was there and that's what I'm saying. Like, he's saying that to prove a point of how mad he is more than what he would really actually do, is what I'm saying. And people taking it very literal in the sense that he's going to actually beat his ass. That's how black people talk. Like, when you make us mad, we're gonna beat your ass. It don't literally mean I'm gonna beat your ass. It's just like you're fucking with me right now, and I'll fuck with that. That's just his way of saying he mad. But he not gonna fully, thoroughly give his fucking point like that. But I know how those people talk, like, or how we talk when we get like that and we upset. I don't think he literally mean I'll beat a gay nigga ass on stage type shit. I really don't, especially naked.
If I see him do that shit in any award show I'm at, I'm gonna get up there and beat his ass and drag him off the stage. So that's pretty like I'm willing to go up there and grab the gay nigga.
I think it's more of a.
And then he said, "What did he say? He said something about that faggot ass shit. You want to suck dick to be popular? Go over there. Do that on Instagram Live."
This how gay. I mean, this is how hood niggas talk though. These niggas are being funny. If it was around a bunch of other men, no cap.
He was dead ass serious. He was not trying to be
no
funny.
cap, bro. If he said that in a barbershop, niggas would be laughing. If he said that in the barbershop, niggas would be laughing and chiming in.
If a white boy go in this barbershop and say, all these niggers in town tearing up the town, white niggas would laugh at that. That don't mean he being funny because somebody laughing something. That'll be just funny.
But okay, are these dudes gonna actually do the shit though? We talking about barbershop talk. We ain't like the KKK niggas, they got a story. They do shit like that. Black people in the barbershop just be talking is my point. That's what my point is. Not that they're actually gonna do the shit. And that's why I'm saying, yeah, it's funny. And if that's what they say, if that's what I don't give a fuck what they say in their own groups. If I hear it is funny, I might laugh. Like, but if they're actually gonna do it, that's a whole nother story. But when niggas in the barbershop, it's all talk. It's all talk. And that's barbershop talk to me. And he's vulgar. He's very vulgar. He's always been very vulgar. But that's like that don't mean like I'm just saying, bro. If he actually beat the nigga ass, that'd be crazy to me. If he actually, that'll be a bigger moment than Kanye. That's bigger than Janet Jackson titty coming out. That's some crazy shit.
If he went up there and grabbed Lil Nas X, that nigga was naked. Boosie wanted to grab that nigga while he was naked. Boosie was down there fighting if he was straight or not. He was trying to be straight, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go grab this nigga."
I ain't used to these type of strip clubs, man.
I'm gonna go grab this nigga. But, you know, I just look at everything. I try to be, like, objective and try to be fair on all sides when I be reacting to shit and looking at shit. And I always tie things to other situations. That's why I keep on bringing up race. Because a lot of times people don't realize they become people that they hate. Now, I'm not saying, like, they out here beating up gay people and doing this and doing that. But the way they talk about gay people, no different than like Boosie he went on rant saying Instagram racist and all this type of shit, and they took away my account because I'm black. It's like, dog, come on. But I said, but if you don't like gay people, that's you.
He wrong. He wrong in the sense you gotta keep some shit private. You ain't gotta say everything out in public.
True.
And that'd be my true. And it's like you only hear him like go like this when it's about some gay shit.
Well, I mean the Zaire Wade shit. I mean it is about gay shit, bro.
Not shit.
Everybody was talking about that shit, though.
Not when you talk about shit on Vlad, right? When he go on Vlad, you're gonna ask a million questions. That shit gonna go viral. But when you choose to like really amplify your voice, when you see him go viral on his own, besides him being funny, but when it's about social issues, it's mostly about gay shit.
Can we say he probably say shit all the time, but the gay shit is what get amplified? Because I'm pretty sure he say crazy shit and outlandish shit all the time. Whether the only people focus on that though, I can say that too.
Extent.
That makes sense. That's
true.
That's probably true.
Cause I'm pretty sure he say outlandish shit all the time, but the gay shit is what people gonna try to cancel him for every time. But I don't know.
That's true.
I'm not gonna cancel him. I know that much. Cause I mean
it's nothing to cancel. What's he doing?
You could say he pushing the rhetoric.
No, but I'm saying what's there to cancel? He's not like promoting music, or you ain't jamming his new album anyway. So what the fuck is there to cancel?
That's true. That's very true.
And cancel culture isn't real because as long as, like I always say this all the time, as long as your demographics still fuck with you, it don't even really matter. Boosie's fan base, I'm sure a lot of them agree with him, so it's not no.
That's why
these niggas still be like they be saying shit like let R. Kelly out. So, like, of course they fucking what they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. And for me, like when you talk about the white people saying crazy shit, Patrice O'Neal is the perfect example. He used to be in the cellar room and all this shit where they cracked all the type of racist, stereotypical jokes at each other, laughed and came right back with some more shit. Cause it's like we all can. That's the thing. Like when you say
but you
we become,
but you talking about comedians, nigga. I'm talking about regular people.
But past comedians, we all have these stereotypical thoughts about other races. My granny, my mama think the same shit about white people as like white people think about us. We may not have certain power, so it's different. But we being real, Chinese people look at us a certain way. Mexicans look at us a certain way. Every Africans look at us a certain way, and we look at them groups as a certain way too. Let's be real. And like we be having in-home opinions about shit that we come out in public and act fake. And I just seen somebody tweet that was like, we be lying to kids, like not cussing around them and shit like that. Of course, it gets to a certain like raunchy shit and shit like that. But certain shit is like, all right, let's just stop demifying certain shit because that's how people talk, maybe in a sense. But we be lying in public, like, oh, we all politically this way, but in closed doors.
But the point is, out of public thoughts could still be like wrong. Like they might not be wrong to you, but they can still be deemed like we just bring the white thing up again. White people might think Negroes, this, that. Like they could think that, they feel that way. Chinese people might be afraid of black people, but is it a right feeling? That's like but also then you go to objective, who determines what is right? Then it's like,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's a natural fear. That everybody gonna have a little fear of another culture that's not fully them. That's just tribalism. So it's like when we really break shit down, like you said, we end up becoming our others and pointing fingers and shit. And it's like, bro, you do the same shit. You got the same feeling about certain shit. A woman that's talking about defending gay niggas to say black men ain't shit out her mouth, out the side of her neck, easy. So it's like one shit you like. What did the nigga say? If a nigga said that black women ain't shit because he had a bad experience, he'll get canceled. If a black woman have a bad experience with a man, he ain't gonna get canceled. And she say black men ain't shit. But a black man could never say and fix his mouth to say that.
Because she's a protected class. She a woman.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you could be on the front,
but that goes with everything. That's like black people get on the radio and talk all kind of crazy shit about white people. Nothing gonna happen to them. But as soon as a white person critique a black person, you're racist, you're this, you're that. Same with gay people. Gay people can talk shit about straight people. Do this. Gay people can talk shit about anybody, and it'll be good because they're like the most. What we see in the community now is the most marginalized group of anybody. So that's how I understand that. That's how shit go. White people, y'all can't say shit. Y'all can say shit, but everything y'all say will be critiqued. Black people, y'all can talk shit about white people, but then when you get to the gay and this, okay, then that's where your line is drawn right there. And then gay people, y'all can kind of y'all got free reign to talk about anybody. In the black community, black men, you can't talk shit about nobody. Women, they can talk shit about anybody, and then black gay people, they can talk shit about everybody. That's just how the trickle down.
Feminists can talk shit about all type of people.
It's just who's the most oppressed. Like, let's go down the line, and if you're at the most oppressed, then you have free reign to fire off at anybody.
I'm not playing them games with people. That victimhood shit. If you because I had this shit happen at work. They'll be pushing people buttons, and then all of a sudden play victim. I'm not playing them games with you. You will flex your power and try to cancel somebody, or you will say certain shit. Y'all groups have certain rhetoric that's not really deemed the best. But when people start to point shit at your rhetoric and talk about you, oh, you victim. I'm not playing them games. We all even. we playing on even playing field when it comes to when I look at shit like that. And people have the right to say shit. People obviously have the right to be ignorant. And if they have certain viewpoints and shit, bro, as long as they're not fucking going out in the streets and actually like militarizing their points, I'm fine. I'm fine. As long as you ain't encroaching on my shit, I'm fine. And you calling me names and shit, that ain't encroaching. So how do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like rhetoric like that leads to more gay hate, stuff like that, like hate crimes and shit?
I don't know if it leads to people's actions. I just know it leads to social media. Also leads to where people could just do anything and say anything because they're behind screens. I know I did the videos about Lil Nas X, and I seen people saying, "Send his gay ass to hell, kill it." Like people say wild shit. It does spread hate. Now, does the hate formulate to real life? I don't know. But I'm not gonna say there's no gay people getting beat up because there is that happen. But I don't know if overwhelmingly the violence against gay, I don't know. There's probably statistics somebody pull it like hate crimes against gay people went up 50%. Like I'm sure somebody could pull up some kind of statistic. But that shit do correlate. Like it's not
I agree. I think it do correlate. Like I don't know if it turned into necessary physical action, but like different say he'll do his video and he'll have like a certain point of view, but with it being on the internet, like it just opened the gateway. It's like, yeah, you should do this or we should do that to all of them. And it's like, well, I wasn't saying that. Then somebody joined in on top of them and that should have spiraled.
That's usually how it goes. Because people would comment some shit and I'll be like, hold on, let me watch about. Did I say that? Like, was there a point in the video where they could pull that out of me that I said some shit like that? Because that ain't what I was saying. Just like when I critique like certain black people who are like entertainers, and I get the white people to hop on there, and they get like, I wasn't saying that. That's you trying to pull what I said into that shit. I wasn't saying what you saying, but I don't know if it correlates to like violence. Like I don't know if they go out and commit violent acts in real life.
I asked another question. Man. Do y'all think like your video or other people when they talk about this stuff, it just help people like come together? Not even come together. It's just like they're displaying what's already been out there type shit. It's not necessarily that it's being pushed. It's just displaying what's already out there. And I will ask this, unless there's like a full like culture shift where like people just don't have hate in their heart. Like I feel like throughout the years, there's always probably been like the same amount of gay violence. Just like there's probably been the same amount of racial tension throughout the decades and centuries and millennium. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because that's something that's never been accepted. I'm not sure that just because it was accepted, people was hanging people and shit. Like, oh, we did go into a witchcraft time. We did go into the so I would argue, is it less now than has it been in past?
I would say everything is pretty much less now.
So we can.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
So I guess we can progress.
Also, I'm not in that community, so I might not, because I'm sure within that community they see it more often. It's kind of like I feel like a white person's like, nothing's going on with the black. It's like I don't know because I'm not in that community. Like you'll hear white people say, nothing's going on. Well, like no. You're okay. Like we don't have slavery no more. Like, but if I'm in that community, I might be getting that every day. I might be walking down the street and faggot or you know what I'm saying, this getting like I don't know because I'm not in that.
Yeah.
So I'd hate to just be like, oh no, yeah, they probably barely get harassed or barely get whatever. I don't know.
I'm not gonna say I know, but I would say a lot of people are very picky with how they speak to gay people. Like a lot of people, especially in the work environment, gay people and women, bro, people be very hesitant to say how they really feel. Like you do get the random outbursts and shit like that, but not from the average person. But yeah, I don't know. I was just wondering.
Think about when you say hold on. What'd you say again? I just want to because I had a thought. What
like
saying. They have a hesitancy to say like, but what do they try? What do they want to say?
They just speak their mind. Maybe they may not agree with you or anything, but a lot of people would not want to say that. Like, even if like a gay dude is acting irrational, like you be like you just kind of let them go in a sense. Like a gay man versus a black man, people gonna let the gay man kind of rant and go on his rampage versus a black man. They gonna get scared and like. But I don't know. They'll check a black man. I don't know.
But that's like what I spoke about earlier. That's that trickle down, like you know.
Yeah. Who got certain hierarchies of
like
who's been oppressed the most?
Might be scared. Like your boss might see you going wild. Like fuck, I gotta let Bryce kind of rock. Like I ain't gonna be Bryce. You need to calm it down. It's like fuck. If I say that, I might be pushing that stereotype that black men are angry. So I ain't gonna say that. Like fuck. What do I say? Like that's just that trickle down shit.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying like they're afraid to tell them like I don't agree with gay shit. Like, why do you feel the need to tell somebody that? Why do you give a fuck?
Yeah, but you gotta think, bro, man. When we bring up the people that we used to go to school with and how like it make you uncomfortable. I want to say something because you make me uncomfortable with your actions and your extra and how you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When I seen these niggas I used to work with. They came in with lashes and nails and eye makeup and I shut up. I was kind of bothered, bro. I'm like, God damn, this is annoying. Just like, cause they being out, they extra, they gossipy.
I don't be giving them.
They worse than women.
If you did that, yeah, cause they play it up. I get that.
Like,
my emotion about it, I don't really get emotional about it. But like I said, when we was working at HEB, there's two different, you know, there was a gay dude who was in there. He was talking about his night. He was funny. He said he was twerking, which I didn't get uncomfortable about because I don't give a fuck. The light cut on. His daddy called him, and he got, you know, that was a funny story. But then another dude came in saying some shit like, "Whoo, I ain't had dick in it." It's like, okay, now we got to leave. But I don't look at that no differently as if there was a room full of women, and I said, damn, I want some pussy. They gonna want to leave. So, like I said, it's all different like scenarios within it. I don't hate you. I just don't really want to hear about it.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm not mad at you either. It's just like I'm gonna just remove my. I don't have no real feelings. I have a feeling of uncomfortability, but I don't have like I'm mad at you.
You're not really allowed to be uncomfortable. You're supposed to be 100% just flowing with them.
That's social media. You could be uncomfortable about shit. If a woman could be uncomfortable with a guy just saying that she's pretty, then I could be uncomfortable with a guy saying, "Oh, I ain't had no dick." I'm like, what are you expounding that for?
Oh, you get my point then. That's all I got.
Why are you volunteering that information to me? Like, what is that? And even with the extra thing, it's like, is that? And I always look at that like, I don't want to tell nobody their characteristics and nothing like that, but like, is that genuine, or is that you think that's what you're supposed to be, so you do that? Because
what you mean?
I don't understand why you can't just be like, if like me, like right now, if I was like, I'm gay, right? Hey guys, I'm gay. Can I just be myself, or it's like, okay, now I gotta like, bitch, like just be no, come on. It's like that looks like an act, because there's a lot of there's a lot of people because there's a lot of people that are gay that just like move on their day-to-day life. They look like you, they act like you, they talk like you, they're just gay. But then there's like that, because honestly, all it is like it's essentially just an upped up stereotype of a ghetto black woman. That's really all that is. Like when you see white gay dudes act like that, it's just a super stereotypical black woman. Like, oh, big shit. Like that's what that is.
You want to know the difference? I wouldn't even know the other person was gay.
Facts.
They gotta show they gay because that's their personality type.
Facts.
Versus other people, they could be gay.
Well, it's not a person. It's not supposed to be a personality type. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't act black.
I'm just black.
I don't have to like start talking in slang and saying yo for you to know I'm black.
Yeah.
It ain't something you should announce.
And that's the thing I have with Lil Nas X. I'm like, Lil Nas X now in his musical career, his gayness is his identity. That's all. That's pretty much all he got. Like it's just, I'm gay. Like that's his thing. It's not like, oh, I make some pretty dope music. Like my music's cool. It's just like I'm gay. It's like, all right, bro. Like, okay. Because think about it like this: when he came out initially, of course, there's always gonna be people that don't fuck with it. Like I'm not gonna be oblivious. Like, oh my god, everybody loved it. Like people didn't like it. Some people, but like overwhelmingly, you didn't see people like going crazy. But then what did he do? He announced that he was gay. Then he went to the lane of super, whatever he was doing,
worshiping and everything else.
Well, see, I don't know, but I'm just talking like the flamboyancy of like.
So you feel like he came out and then became a superstar?
No, not even that. Like he came out. It's like what we said. Like if you gay, you could just say I'm gay and then be like I could say I'm gay and just still be me when y'all see me. Like I'm not. But when he was Lil Nas X, Old Town Road. But then when he said I'm gay, that's when you see the ass cheek chap shit coming out. I gotta wear eyelash. Like that's when you see that come out. But it's like, bro, you just be gay. Like you can still be you. I mean, but then he would say, well, that is me. But it's like, I mean, do you? I don't give a fuck. But like sometimes it be looking like
that's
trying
the
too
thing,
hard
bro.
to like,
I know I come out wrong because I am cool with gay people. I know plenty of gay people I work with and never had a problem with because they just be chilling, bro. But then you got them extra motherfuckers, bro. And them the ones I be like getting uncomfortable around because they be doing too much. They just doing too much for me. And like you said, I'm gonna have the right to feel uncomfortable in a sense with those type of people because it's like you not even being a natural person. You acting, you doing a black woman, the Diaries of a Mad Black Woman shit. Like, and when you really think about that, you mocking our people. So you damn near being racist or sexist in a sense. I don't fucking know what is your own color, but you being stereotypical. And I obviously I respect you. I would never disrespect somebody, but like when I talk about personality and somebody having depth, if that's your main personality type, that's not much depth behind you. At least not like in public to make me be interested and even want to be like around you. Now, behind closed doors, you may be chilling. You may just put that on in public. You may act normal behind closed doors and be funny as hell. And that's a whole nother story. Then we can joke and laugh and shit like you said with old dude. So some shit can be funny, bro. Just like I said, it could be some racist shit. It could be some gay shit. It could be some black shit. If it's funny, it's funny. It don't matter. Like, so I that's why I don't be better. Like, I'm not bothered by them, but it'd be like the raunchy, unclassy version of those people. Because that's the thing. That's the motherfucking thing. With unclassy women, I have a problem with them. And then all women come to the defense like we attacking all women. No, I'm attacking those type of women. Just like when sometimes black men, we get offended like all black men ain't shit. They do be saying all though. Like they don't say a portion of black men ain't shit.
Well, everybody just generalizes everybody, really.
But that's how people get offended. So same shit with when I say, well, I may have a certain critique on the gay community. I'm not talking about all gay people. I'm talking about the raunchy and the not class X. So when I talk about them, please don't ever get it misconstrued of me talking about the whole people. Because there's gay actors I would never fucking know they're gay, and I'm like, that's one of the what is it, Cumberbatch or some shit? I would have never fucking knew he was gay. I believe so. I believe so. But one of these, it be a bunch of them. They're great actors, great talents.
I would like to have like an honest conversation. I want to let you go. I can remember my thought. Let me write it down. You can go real quick, Rob. What you about to say?
Nah, I was about to say something similar to what Bryce was saying. He talking about like actors and movies and stuff. But like, you ever been somewhere and you chopped it up with somebody and whoop whoop, and then come to find out later it's like, oh, he gay, and I didn't know you was gay off the rip because you was flamboyant or something. I just end up knowing you a little bit more as a person and realize, oh, that person happens to be gay. I don't have an issue with it. You cool people. It's just the ones who come out and more flamboyant in your face. Like, all right, well, you kind of put it on the front, so it's very clear and obvious to everybody now. So go ahead. The floor is yours.
You hit a perfect point, bro. I had invited with that same situation. I invited that person over. I had no idea. Me and K-Ray smoked with, chill with him numerous times. And then one day, me and K-Ray was talking, and we just started listening kind of things about him. It was like, is that nigga gay? And this was like probably 3-4 times. We've been
never invite him to my house again.
Nah, he still came over and smoked. But we laughed about it because we was like, damn, I wouldn't even realize this was like right during Harvey. Everybody was in the apartments and shit. We was just you conjugate with the community or your apartments more because everybody outside looking at the flood water and shit. So we ended up talking, chopping up. He had weed, we smoked, chilled, and it just kept happening. Never even realized it because he was a chill dude. Never even when chilling with it, still never crossed my mind because not his personality.
People put on like people attach whatever they are with like a certain personality trait. It's just like. Like I said, that goes for anything. Like you saying that you get uncomfortable, that's not nothing wrong. That's no different than a white person being like if Blake was like, I got Bryson, my friend, Rob, my friend, D friend, these black guys. But I get uncomfortable when I get around street guys. I get it. I get uncomfortable.
I was about to say that. And
I'm sure there's people in the gay community that are uncomfortable around like extra gay people. But I would like this was my point that I wanted to make though. I would like to add like a serious conversation. Why not just beyond the thing of you saying like that's just me, but why do you do that? Because you'll see people like they change their voice. Like why are you changing why aren't you not just using your regular voice? Like why do you feel like you've seen that in like shows? Like you gay. Like I'm not saying gay is a choice, whatever. Like, you might be gay, but do you think that's the only way? It's kind of like with black people. Like some black people think the only way to be black is to act like they from the hood. So like, do you think that's the only way to really like to truly be gay? Because I can correlate to a whole bunch of shit. And they just a lot of people put on certain acts to fit a persona of whatever they like. If you're
I'm about to say that.
I don't know if you're Asian, you want to act like you're smart. I don't know what the fuck they thing would be, but like there's a thing within every community that people start acting a certain way. Like, why do you do that? That's just a question. Like, do you feel like you have to do that to like solidify that you gay? Like, you could like
in a sense.
Like, why do you?
Because you know what I'm saying. People like project, right? So, me, you, and Bryce, we friends. Let's say Bryce was single, so. I'm chopping it up with, every time I chop it up with Bryce is, hey, what's up, Bryce? Man, yeah, last night I had like 3 bitches and they was sucking my dick and going. I'll be like
bro, I know you
over masculine.
Like, do I need to know all that, bro? Like, why are you volunteering so much information? Why are you so upfront and forthcoming with this information?
Who are you trying to prove it to?
Do I need to know you like a super player or something? Like, why are you doing it? So I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I did fucking 700 squats, bro. I didn't ask you. I see you swole, nigga. I didn't ask you what your workout was. So that just ranges. That's it. That's not just a gay. It's an everybody thing. But, but since we're speaking in that lane, I would like to know that from certain people.
I think it's so. If you're a gym jockey, the stereotypical thing is most people don't have personalities, so they like herd minded. So it's like they're in a cult. They are the gym, and they have, if they don't display that, if they're not talking about the gym 24/7, they're not talking about cars 24/7, they're not talking about gay shit 24/7. They don't have really anything else to talk about because that's their archetype. that's their bag, and they don't have anything outside of that because I mean most people stick to surface level shit, and we stick to most surface level shit. That's the stereotypical shit. And whenever you look across anything, and you look at the stereotypical shit, you see like the lame people of that acting like the stereotypical shit. And people that got depth and culture and shit like that, they may, when you get into a conversation, you can see their knowledge in it, but they're not just gonna have it displayed on them like just right off the bat. Yeah. Like, so yeah, but some people gotta like wear it on their sleeve and on their shoulder to like prove it to you. And then if you believe it, they feel more comfortable about themselves. Versus other people, it's like, let it be like a scavenger hunt to figure me out as you figure me out, you be like, oh damn, you got that about you too. Oh, you know shit like that too. That's cool. But when you kind of like, they even say it with men versus like trying to talk to women, let her figure it out. It's more attractive than you telling her. Like, oh, I got 10 cars at home. No, I got a big ass house. Like, and you just met her. Let her, whenever she pull up, let her just be amazed and see like, oh, this your shit. Yeah. Like, oh, you picking me up in another car? Like, you ain't gotta say, like, just it's a beauty to being mysterious in a sense, or not being up front. Like when somebody like, you remember a story, dude, one of our old football players, you met him at the mall, you ran into him, and he hit you with the harshest news right in the front. Like, what's up, bro? Rob, I mean, different, you. When he was, it was on the old lineman dudes, and once somebody, his parent had passed. I don't want to mention no names or nothing like that, but his parent had passed. That was like the first thing he kind of came up to you, and it was like, you don't even know how to react because it's like.
This is after high school, right?
Yeah, after high school.
Oh, yeah, okay. You talking about White?
Yeah. White big dude tackle.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But I know who you're talking about.
Like how it came up to you and how it like, it didn't give you time to respond. It didn't give you time to react because it's like, damn, this what you leading with? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, my bad, bro. Like,
it just throw you off a little bit, and that's like a harsher like way of going about it. But it's the same thing when you kind of leading with shit. It's like it kind of throw people off. It's like, okay,
that
like,
might have just been I don't know what to say. This someone just say some shit.
But that's what people. That's the same shit. They don't know how to present themselves, so they just start talking about the shit that they have.
Or the shit that well, yeah, I see what you're
saying. They're their luxury shit. They don't have personality. They just can't have a beautiful conversation, and that leads to more. And then people find out about you more. They gotta lead with the shit that they got because that's all they got. Yeah. That's all they can talk about. So, yeah,
that was awkward. I was like, what the? Sorry for your loss, dog. Who you talking
to? K-Ray. She said straight flakes on Facebook. I like Facebook better than Instagram. Instagram be going black and cutting off and shit.
Oh, for real?
If you don't like cut it, like keep touching it.
But yeah, I guess it's just everything. It's just like now, like the new wave is like, you know, I don't know. I just randomly thought about this.
Keep touching it.
I seen this girl. Bryce used to talk to her. Well, like you ain't really talk to her, but you know. I go give out two information, but it's like, oh, you're that? Okay, you know, I'm gonna chill on that. You know. I don't know.
I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't know how to like.
I know how
to say it without like say.
I don't give a fuck, so you can say what you gotta say.
Like,
I'm just trying to figure out.
I don't want to say y'all talk because y'all ain't talk, but just like you follow people on social media, like, oh, you're in this grade? Okay, I'm cool on that.
Okay.
It is like. She's skinny, right?
Uh-huh.
But she went and got liposuction. It's like, but you're already, like, you don't have no, like, but you're already skinny. I was saying, like, it's like, she's in a certain arena, which is like, you know, the entertainment afterlife. Like, but it's like, you're already skinny. You already got, what made you want to, did you do that because you felt like you had to do that? It's like, what are you doing that for? Like, what's the point?
Is she doing the stereotypical shit?
Yeah, it's like, but you're already skinny. So like, what did you get taken out? It doesn't make
already got a body type shit, but now
like,
you got to get a bigger ass. Like you already was pretty just with your natural shape, but you got to get the biggest ass. You got to have the biggest titties, or you got to get some lips done or some shit, because that's just,
you got to be that stereotypical thing. You can't just be you. You're in that life already. You're already looking how you looking, but you got to like, now I got to take it over the top.
And I guarantee you, the most successful escorts and the most successful strippers, natural.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Natural. I guarantee it. On average, at least. Like, bro,
we see girls with the natural, like, you know.
That's what I'm saying. And they getting Miracle Watts, or not Miracle Watts, she wasn't a stripper. Whatever these strippers' name, the natural ones, bro, they get more love. Let's be real. If you can naturally do that, that's way better. Meg Thee Stallion body will always be praised over a Nicki Minaj body. 100% of the time. And y'all know I be on Meg head. But natural, bro, when we talking about what really look good, I don't even know why that's stereotypical. Most men don't like that shit. Lame, maybe a few lame niggas. That's some, I don't know. I think that's women trying to outdo women.
You think most men don't like what? Like fake bodies?
Fake shit. I think that's more for women trying to outdo other women, more than that's about some trying to please men or do what men like. Most of the shit they do, they don't do it for men. They do it to be better than other women. Hair, nails, all that shit. That ain't necessarily for us.
Is it to be better than other women, or is it like something more self-conscious?
To compete with other women that they may deem that has more, like a Lori Harvey, how she got the finest of everything. They want to either be like that, or they want to be the stereotypical hottest diva. If not, then you feel like, you know,
I'm normal. I'm not, you know.
But plenty of women are funny, loving. Just be that. You ain't got to be a diva. You ain't got to have all that shit. But the same shit. They go to the stereotypical shit. But if we were really talking about what attracts men, that shit, the yelling, the diva energy, men don't like that. That's for women. They get other women going. It make other women proud. Men get tired of that shit.
They just want to relax at the house.
Thanks, bro. Thanks.
Dudes just want somebody they can come home to and chill with and relax. All that other shit, you know, it look good. But if you got a girl, she got this big fake, even naturally, even if she got a big natural ass, but if it's like you got all that body that everybody praise, but you come home and you like a pain in the ass, nigga, I'd take the girl over there who's not a pain in the ass to spend my time with.
Okay, and then it be bonding zone anyway. It's like they do all that shit, so when he be at home, you don't even see that. That be for public. You don't even get to really, you may go out on a date every once in a while, but for the most part, other men and other women gonna see that more than you, because when you see her, she coming home and dressing down.
Yeah. Most people do
it's
stuff.
Not for us.
Most people do stuff for the public. I was watching a clip. It was Gary V. And he was doing like a public speaking event. And he asked the guy, he was like, what kind of car you got? He said, I got a BMW. And he was just like, did you get that BMW because you really want that BMW? Or you got that BMW because of how you thought other people would look at you? And I thought to myself, like, damn, I be saying I want a Mercedes and shit, but like, do I want a Mercedes because I really want a Mercedes? Or do I want a Mercedes because I want people to be like, that nigga, he doing good? You know,
can we say
it's a luxury vehicle?
Can we say it's a mix of both, brother?
There could be a mix of both. But a lot of people, it be like, you know, just like, you know, because I want people to look at me a certain way. Well, okay, this is what I look. If you do it to the point where you broke in doing it, you got to be just doing it because, like, you want people to see you in it. But if you if you could afford it, then it's like you could just whatever, you know, then you could do it. But if you're doing it to a point where, like, you going negative behind the shit or you, like, go dead broke, it's like, that shit can't be making you happy because you broke, first of all, because of it. Now it's become a burden. It's like, now you're a burden on me.
Yeah. But for me, a Mustang and Corvette, like always, even when I was younger, the sound of it, the feel of it, the power behind it, that's always been something I fucked with. I like muscle cars in general. So I know having it, obviously people will like it, but for me, I always wanted it in general anyway. So
I mean, I think about that about certain, like if I could get a Rolls Royce, like a Wraith, like I really want that. Like, yeah, of course that'll attract eyes, but like, I like that car.
And then me, I'm not one of those dudes that gonna take pictures with money like that all the time or anything. So I'm not. Most of the time, I don't even flex when I get stuff. So if you see me, once again, if you see me in it, then you be like, oh. Versus like I gotta show it and stuff like that because it's just like I'm stunning, I'm funny.
I guess that's the difference. If I just spot you in it, but I see you never posted on your Instagram, just maybe you post it when you get it, like, oh, I got this. But when you're like overly, it's kind of
standing on the hood, all the other shit.
It's like that overly doing shit. Like you like overly do it. Like every picture is like, or like you see the picture where it's like they got the Rolls Royce and they was like move their head out the way to show them. Like, all right, dog, god damn, we know what you doing, nigga. We know what you got. We see the stars in the roof, man. Like niggas, people do videos like this all the time in their cars. As soon as they got the stars in the ceiling, they doing a camera, just like this, pointing up for the day. Look at this. Hey, what's up, y'all? No, put your fucking phone up, motherfucker.
You get a tattoo, every picture be like this, or like that. Like
the most awkward thing. They got an arm to the. Like, what are you doing? That's life, though, man. That's life. That's life.
So we basically breaking it down to a point where, bro, you can see how that's bothersome and tacky in all cultures. We call those the hype beast and shit like that.
Yeah.
The shoe. So, I got the new. Like, calm down, bro. We see the shoes on your goddamn feet. Calm down.
I got 3 pair. I have bought 3 pair, and I sold another 2 pair.
Okay, calm down. We don't give a fuck.
And then the 12s come out next Saturday. I'm getting those too.
Hey, you're still my friend. Calm down. You don't need that to be my friend, dog. Calm down.
I think you're cool, bro.
Yeah, you cool. I think you cool, bro. You're all right, cat. God damn.
Is that what you wanted to hear? God damn. Bro, that's one thing about people. Some people just do not fucking stop. And they'll just keep hitting you with the same shit over and over again. It's like, I heard you the first time, bro. You're cool. I love you. You got swag. What you want me to say?
Now that I'm thinking about it, that's the same situation too. Like with you in the Cook, when he yelled out, West Side Gangsta Crip, he was letting you know that to let you know that he tough. That's the only reason he told you that. Because if people would signify that with being tough. I'm an OG blood. You gonna be, oh, he's tough or he's scared.
You're tough, dude. I'm scared. You got it.
That's what that is. You're like overly. Yeah,
you got it.
So any gay people, we ain't just picking out y'all. Everybody do it. Everybody does it.
I think we wrapped that up pretty well. We made a. Y'all can't cancel us for that opinion.
Came full circle.
Came full circle with everybody. Are you Trump people? We know you love Trump. I ain't got to see the hat. I don't got to see the flag. I got to see. Look, motherfuckers hate Trump. Yeah, fuck Trump. Oh, man. But I don't know. I don't really got nothing else. The Kevin Samuels shit, that's whatever. That's still like that's a kind of similar conversation with people like.
Last topic. I want to hear it.
You ain't see it?
Oh, I forgot. We were talking about trying to cancel
the petition. His words are harmful. He creates harmful men, like the men that believe his rhetoric harass women in the workplace. You're a modern woman. You're like that's what they believe. Now, in my opinion, he probably do have men like that go to work and say shit like that. But is he responsible for like people who listen to him? Like, where do you draw the line with that?
I mean, shit. There's too many public platforms and all kind of shit you can go to listen to somebody say something. Just even if you apply it to your life, do you go back to the source and be like, well, they got this from that place, so that person should be canceled?
And a lot of times people can misconstrue shit, right? Like how you talk about me when I make a video critiquing something and they start hitting me with fuck the hey, I ain't saying that. I'm speaking about this. I feel like it could be the same thing with Kevin Samuels. Like when Kevin Samuels speak about things, it could sound like he bashing women all the time, but he's really schooling people. But some people might take it as, fuck women. Like they'll take it that way.
See, my only thing is like, it happens in every culture, just like we stated with those the people doing too much. But black men, I would say, hold other black men accountable. Like, we don't be just letting everything fly. We're proof of that. There's many other channels that's proof of that. Yeah, some of the ones that got the most money may do it, but even still, we have examples like Kendrick and J. Cole that speak against the shit. So at every level, you can see black men and holding other black men accountable. when we say that to gay community, can y'all hold y'all classless people? Can y'all create a culture where y'all got to keep them accountable? Same with black women, and same with maybe other cultures and shit like that, feminists and shit like that. Yeah, they're great feminists that advocate for women rights, that are opening up shit. But then there's also feminists that's pushing negative agendas and shit like that. Are y'all gonna be accountable enough to check that? And I feel like Kevin Samuels, he would clown those people. If those men got on his channel, he would clown them personally. So that's what makes it hard for you to say that about him. He don't fuck with men like that. He say men like he always say it's not a woman problem, it's a you problem. That's what even Fresh and Fit, no matter how much shit they talk about women, they say men need to be accountable. We're just trying to show you why you need to be accountable, because if you don't, this is what you letting lead, or this is what you let go unchecked. So even the ones that we could say is trash, even niggas that talk about pimp shit with women that I watch, they still be like, bro, it's you. You have to check yourself. So that's why I'm like, I don't know about that, bro. Like, I don't know about that one. Like, and then if you look at her, the person that did petition, she got a YouTube channel and she do the same shit about black men.
Yeah,
black men not ready.
I looked at channel up. It was just talking about like black dude. The first couple videos I saw was just like black men this, black men that.
So it's like once again, it's one of those people. Both topics we talked about. You be doing the same shit and pointing fingers at other people. And then the other shit that we said later on, like about there's every versions of that in the group. So I mean, like at least black men, we can see her holding that, or at least holding the other men accountable as much as we can. We can't go door for door on shit, but when we see a topic, or when we actually meet these people face to face, we'll be upfront.
Yeah, because a lot of people think like when you critique somebody, it's gotta be like some kind of confrontation. Like just like, why do you act that way? Now, somebody could give you a backstory, like, I grew up like this. Okay, I get that. Do I agree with the actions? No. But now I have more of an understanding of why, you do the things that you do. But like with Kevin Samuels, I think that people go at Kevin Samuels, like he speaks about men, but it's like now I don't know if this is necessarily true about Boosie, but it's like you said, the only things that go viral are this, right? Kevin Samuels do a show every day for like 2 to 3 hours. But only like 2 minutes of that 3 hours will go viral because of he called a girl a linebacker, or he called a girl this or that. Like those are the moments that'll go viral.
And then they call that hate speech, but it's like if you watch the 15 minutes before that, she kept saying she was a 10. He's like, no, I'm trying to get it home to you. So he started pointing imagery into her head, like you're built more like this and not like what you think you're built like. Because most women be delusional. So he be frustrated at that point of them talking for 10 minutes straight and her ignoring the fucking point. So even then, it's like if you really watch the whole thing, you can see that at that point he's just like fed up.
I mean, it's like, see, I have to look at that too. It's like, how I was telling Boost when I was talking about the Boost shit, and I was like, well, he wouldn't give a fuck if Rihanna was up there dancing. It's just because, but then I gotta look at it too. It's like, okay, if it was a woman telling a woman was telling a guy like, oh, you're not gonna get a pretty woman because you're fat, would I be as offended? I don't know why I wouldn't. So like, I got that. People, I guess people got that there. But if a woman was doing what Kevin Samuels did, like you said, nobody would give a fuck. If a woman had men call into a show and be like, because with men, it's not really about looks. It'll be about like money, and I mean, looks will play a part too. She'll be like, okay, I see you. You look like you're a 5. How much money do you make? I make $40,000. Okay, you're a fucking bump. Like that. It'll probably be worse than what Kevin Samuels does, but nobody would, try to cancel that lady. A lot of people would cheer her. She's the hero now. She's putting men in their place. So
I'm the voice and the hero.
I just thought stupid. Like we're gonna cancel him for like bro. And then my thing is too is like the women that are going on the show. You got to know what unless you're just an idiot, if you ain't the best looking woman, don't get on this man's channel talking about I need a man that make 500. Like, just don't do it to yourself. Now if you get on there and you do that,
I'll be wondering, do they really be thinking what they thinking, or like they just like doing that in public?
Or they just want to be on the show.
Like when you go in closed doors, people, people be insecure and shit, but in public, like it's like they won't let them believe. They won't let you believe that they think like that. Cause it's like, bro, you really? I'm like, nah. I don't know. I don't think people be really having that confidence.
It's like that. It's like when I did that reaction video to academics on Fresh and Fit, and that girl was like, I can't date a man unless he makes $500,000 to $1 million, right? And then he broke it down to her, and she tried to. I run a successful business that makes $250,000 to $500,000 a year. And he was like, okay, do you still work there? She's like, oh no, I walked away from it. He's like, why? He's like, oh, because it wasn't no loyalty, respect. And he was like, okay, then if you don't, obviously you don't care about money because you walked away from $500,000. Why are you now saying you can only be with a man that make $500,000 to $1 million? She was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a good point. Because you know why? It's probably when I'm in public. I feel like that's what I have to do. I have to say. She probably don't believe that. But it's one of those things like I have to overly act like I need a ball and he can only be girl. She would probably be just fine with a nigga making $50,000. Be nice to her, treat her nice, bring her flowers when she get home. But in public, you can't act. Women can't act like they want a regular guy for whatever reason because it doesn't fit with the Instagram lifestyle. I can't act like
they be having public standards.
Yeah, public standards and private fucking lives that they. Oh yeah, I can only be a baller, but no disrespect, like your nigga work at a warehouse, but in public you gotta act like that's not your lifestyle.
You fell in love with your baby daddy, and that nigga wasn't nowhere near that.
Go love your fucking husband or your boyfriend. Like you ain't gotta, or you're gonna be lonely. Cause like academics told them girls, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. A lot of y'all look average, so these numbers y'all throwing out don't make no sense. And he was like, well, I'm average too, but I got money, so it's a different standard for me. Cause I'm a guy and I got money, so my options are abundant.
I get all of y'all in this room, essentially. Cause I got what y'all want. But do I want y'all? Nah, it's better than y'all. That's the thing. A lot of women be bad in they circles. And that's fine. I'm an average dude. I'm fine with it. But to think you like crazy, like, all right, you go out there, play them games. Some badass women out there. Like they've been groomed just to be bad. Like, cause you gotta think, bro, I've ran into this in high school. Like certain parents groom their daughters to just be that.
Just to get a rich nigga.
Just to be that. You went on the independent path first.
They've been studying this shit. They know. When you see these girls latching onto these Harvard dudes, they already know. He gonna be the next this. So they catch it when they early. Y'all try to catch it when they already made it. Once I made it, sweetie, ain't no catching. I'm gone now. You got to catch them before that. There's a lot of things people don't. You got to get them before they make it, because they ain't gonna look back at a lot of y'all like, oh yeah, I'm a millionaire now, and I want this regular chick. No. Guys, it's like now I can have a little bit of fun. But if you got a girl when you was broke and down out, then y'all make it together. It's like, okay, this is my baby. I'm chilling. I'm this. I'm that. That's how I feel, right? So,
that's how most men feel.
Me and Carla, we built together. We live a great life. If I was rich and me and Carla got a divorce, I'm gonna go fucking, do my thing.
Nah, you gonna give a pass.
I'm not gonna look at, fucking look at you like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give this girl $500,000. Why the fuck I'm giving you money for it? I give my ex-wife and my wife the bread because she was with me when I wasn't shit. But why the hell am I gonna just give you all this money? Who the hell are you?
You got all the incentive to be with me.
Unless you're like a nice woman who because you can fall in love again and find that woman, but not these chicks that you see on Instagram.
These thirsty ass chicks.
I go none of these chicks. Like if you slide in my DM, like you see, like I said, like if I have a Rolls Royce and you see I got a Rolls Royce and you on all my pictures, hey, let's hang out. Like I already know what this is. You think I'm about to, give you a bunch of bread and I'm some fucking dummy. I might take you to dinner, have fun, but you ain't gonna get me like you think he bought me a Birkin. No, we ain't doing all that.
And bro, I'm telling you, these women telling themselves, that's the most important thing about YouTube and stuff like that. These women telling themselves. I remember it was a girl I was talking to. She was like, you ain't gonna leave me no weed over here? She was like, I got niggas that pay my rent. Block. Let them niggas pay your rent and let them niggas bring you some weed then. They telling themselves because they get too ahead of themselves. They too impulsive.
But
they're too thirsty.
It also is because they know that there's guys out there that'll pay their rent and do these things. So they expecting you to do that. And if you don't do it, it's because he a broke ass nigga.
But those are niggas that don't have no self.
Do y'all feel like it's detrimental in the sense that by doing that, they put a value on themselves?
Yeah, they do it. They do it, and then they don't go into things that don't have any intrinsic value, they don't go into things that have intrinsic value like character and wisdom and nurturing qualities. From a man, that's what they're looking for. Money. Or what they bringing. They just looking for money. So yeah,
I think that part makes sense. Like whenever I see Kevin Samuels, when women start saying I need X, Y, and Z, because that's like a value thing. I'm worth. Because when you say I want a guy that's $500,000, you're saying I'm worth $500,000. So, okay, now we got to really break you down. We got to appraise you. Now we got to do an appraisal. Whenever banks want to loan people money, when they say, hey, this building is worth $1 million, okay, we got to appraise this bank. Let's really.
Why are you ranking me?
Nope, you got your plumbing's bad over here. You got a bad roof over here. You got now we got to really give you a Carfax. If you're not if you're a chick.
Carfax.
Not if you're a chick who just want to like naturally find people and connect. But if you're one of them chicks that like he gotta be millionaire, okay, now we gotta really appraise you. To see them why street facts. You value that. So,
for the streets.
But I wouldn't do that to everybody. Only the people who put themselves out to that money is their main, like that's their main box that need to be checked for a relationship.
Because it's certain shit like loyalty, trust. Like if you bringing that to like the table, it's like I can't put real value on that because like depending on how good you do it, that shit can send me, to places I can't even imagine. Versus money, like. All right, you worth $500K. Well, if I marry you for 3 years, like, are you gonna is that value gonna increase? Do I get to see any of this money? Like, if you really worth $500K, like, do I get to see that value anywhere? Most likely not. You taking $500K from me. You ain't giving it. You ain't putting it. You ain't adding. So, yeah, like, you put a cap on your head.
Because like a lot of girls too, in these little situations that say fresh and fit, Kevin Samuels, they'll ask, okay, what do you bring? And they'll say, oh, I'm intelligent. And I got good pussy, and I'm beautiful. But it's like, to a guy that's like, a guy who's already rich, he don't give a fuck if you smart. Why does he care? Now, you being intelligent might work for a guy like me who's trying to build something. I got somebody next to me. We making moves together. You smart, I'm smart. That makes sense. But you telling me you smart. Like if a girl, let's say Bill, because that's really the only rich person I know in real life. A girl telling Bill, why should you get to date this millionaire? Oh, because I'm intelligent. Why did he give a fuck? He done ran 5 different other businesses. He could do what does that do for him?
Only thing, if you had a resume and you was like a marketer for like a Fortune 500 company, well, hell yeah, I could fucking use you on my team.
If you don't say intelligence, just to say, I have good conversations. That's a trait that I would like. You want to have somebody you could talk to about certain shit and chill. But just saying I'm intelligent, like.
You better if you're intelligent, you better show a field and results of being intelligent in that field.
I want to see the facts.
But like that wouldn't even make no sense. Like I said, if there's a millionaire who's a real estate agent, you say I'm intelligent. Why are you intelligent? Because I have a degree in sociology. Why the fuck does that? What value does that add to this real estate? That's not a trait. That's not a trait for that person.
I need some shit like your dad was a real estate agent and his granddad was a real estate agent.
I'm loving, caring, family oriented. Like these things are values I feel like people look for, especially for marriage. Now, if you want to just be my girlfriend, that's too, because you got to be around this person all the time. So like now if you just want to fuck somebody, then you can be intelligent as you want to be. Don't nobody give a damn. But if you want to like be a girlfriend, potential fiance, or wife, it's got to be more than I'm just pretty and I got good pussy.
No cap.
Unless you just want to get fucked. Now, if you just want to get fucked, that's whatever. Roll the dice.
For the streets.
All right, man. What time is it? 12:16?
If you better, I say this: if you're gonna be fucking, you better be doing it good and getting some money out of it, because you only got a certain time limit. Once your body start aging, man, you better be. Because there's some hoes that smart. Dr. Dre wife, she gonna leave. Dr. Dre wife, Scottie Pippen wife, they leaving them for another rich nigga. So they hopping from one nigga to the next. These are the best hoes out there. If you ain't doing it on that level and being real about your shit, and like she was taking money, siphoning money on the side, like you gotta be on some shit like that. You gotta be a good hoe. Because once you get 40,
just marry her for 20 years and get $300,000 a month.
But no, they don't. They miserable in marriage. That's a job to them. That's a job to them. That's a job to them. They miserable in that marriage, so they doing that shit with an end goal to get out. Most women, They ain't got a plan like that. That level of hoe. They're not that maniacal enough of a hoe.
My point is you saying like, because Larsa Pippen, yeah, she's bouncing from basketball player to future, but Dr. Dre wife, she just about to get $300,000 a month. She will call it a day. She don't even gotta go get a rich nigga. She the rich nigga. Not a nigga.
She won. No, most women can't get to that bag, and I'm not. You can find that level on, I guess, on your 50K level niggas and shit like that, but you better do it smart. You better be wise.
I'm a hypocrite because when I seen that Dr. Dre shit, I made a whole video about it, and then like 2 days later they published Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband granted $200,000 a month in spousal support. I ain't say a motherfucking thing. I'm like, hey, get your bag.
Oh, he the GOAT.
He the GOAT. $200,000 a month.
Hot boy summer of 500.
He getting 200 racks a month. I said, God damn. But also that shit got to be scaled down because you got to really justify to me why I need to be giving this person this much money a month.
Spousal support. Lifestyle.
Spousal support.
No,
they got used to a lifestyle.
That's the stupidest excuse I ever heard in my goddamn life. Lifestyle.
Can't go back to oodles and noodles.
I can give you $20,000 a month. You ain't got to go back to. That's still enough. I got to get Dr. Dre giving this lady now maybe Dr. Dre ain't shit. That's not even a principle. $3.5 million a year.
Yeah, I gotta live how you live.
But this is the thing. He's still paying for the mansion that she live in. Isn't even a part of the 300. So the house already good. She ain't got to worry about paying for a mansion. None of that shit. But then I also got to give you $300,000. I know they've been married. I know they've been married 20 years. I get it. You know, the longer you married, the more money you're gonna give up. Look at Jeff Bezos. He dropped like $35 billion on his wife, but they say she helped him start Amazon. I don't know how true that is, but that's what they say. So she got her bag.
So with the house, is it completely hers or she split it with him?
No, it's hers.
So that's probably like $50 million right there. Then she get another $3 million on top.
Y'all about to say, yeah, she sell that house too, because she ain't gonna live in that big house by herself.
Or she could keep it and let it just keep making more money for it, because it's gonna go up in value.
True.
It's one of them type of houses. So plus $3 million a year, crazy.
Cold world, man, cold world. But that's all we got, man. I think that's all the topics.
We gave y'all 2 weeks. We gave y'all 2 weeks of missing.
Prayers to everybody who may potentially lose their home, man. It's gonna be a crazy time, man. If millions of people lose their housing, because you gotta think, it's millions of people. Like you just look at like this unit, but how many people live in that unit that's about to get evicted?
True.
So,
wow. So these are 1 million households, not 1 million people.
Yeah. From what I read, it said 1 million households. It didn't say 1 million people. So if 1 million households, let's say average 3, so we're looking at 3 million people.
Nah, they can't. I don't think they should do that because, like you said, COVID going back up, the rates going back up.
You gonna just throw people out on the street? Like
COVID rates going back up, millions of people getting displaced. Sound like chaos to me.
Yeah, the government gonna have to do some type of like that. If I don't know, these niggas are stupid. We were really being smart. We wouldn't have probably gave out the fucking money that they gave to us. But you pay like the apartment people to like, hey, y'all in debt. We know y'all whatever, but y'all cut y'all losses and not charge them. But we're gonna give y'all some incentive. Of course, y'all not gonna get all the money y'all lost back, but we're gonna give y'all something. And these people get to stay here till things get back and running. And it's like government had the power to do shit like that. It's like. That's really what you need, because I mean, bro, like, if you don't cut it, if you don't cancel everybody debt that they already owe, bro, that's crippling debt for most average American.
And also, I'm sure even like people who in regular houses, like, because I'm just talking about rent evictions. Imagine how many people push back their mortgages. So whenever that gets up, imagine how many houses are gonna start going on the market, how many foreclosures we about to see. That shit gonna be crazy, man. Who we talking to?
No, I'm just giving it a full view.
Oh, how about that? Who we talking to? But, nah, man, that's all I got. I'm tired. I'm about to go take my ass to bed. This is a good 2-hour episode.
Whoa.
Appreciate everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, man. It was a bunch of good conversation, good topics. Make sure you subscribe, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. Follow me at DFriend. Fuck that. Follow me, DFriend Show. I need to get that page bigger. Follow me at DFriend Show on Instagram and all that shit like that.
Y'all can follow me at Emerald Gamer and Reactions. Might start dropping shit on there.
You got a channel called Emerald Reactions?
Emerald Gamer and Reaction. It's gonna be games and reactions.
Oh, okay. I gotta
Oh,
check that
you
out.
can find me at Jiggy Black Hippie. Gang,
All right.
gang.